I'm good anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 521, live. Welcome to Wrestle Wars Genesis. Delayed, but we are here. It is the second of two Fallout shows from TWA Revolution. If you haven't seen that stream preview yet, make sure you go check it out. I actually, did we even upload that to, have we uploaded that to YouTube? Or is it only on Twitch? I can't remember. Do you remember?
Not 100% sure, honestly.
If it's not on YouTube, however, yeah, I don't remember either for some reason. I'll check here in a few minutes. But if it's not on YouTube, you can, of course, come over to Twitch and check out the VOD on Twitch. It was an absolutely epic stream preview. Fantastic matches. From the tone-setting match of the night until the bell rang for the final match of the evening. It was crazy. Great show. Probably one of our best stream previews in the history of the channel. So it was a fantastic evening. A lot of fun. A lot of people were there to support the stream preview and have a good time with us. So can't ask for a better evening. But second of two Fallout shows tonight. And of course we're going to only officially kick off the road to the third annual Halloween Havoc. This will be the third year in a row we've done a Halloween Havoc stream preview. It's only one of three that stood the test of time. We, of course, had Bash at the Beach. I believe it was in July. Was it July or August? It was one of those two. But anyways, that was our third annual Bash at the Beach. Third annual Halloween Havoc coming up. And after that will be December's show, which is usually around the second week of December. And that will be our third annual TWA Slammiversary stream preview. So those are the only three that really stood the test of time. We've kind of experimented with different stream previews here and there since then, tribute shows, etc. So we haven't decided on a fourth. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of the stream previews throughout the course of this year and see what some of the better ones were and maybe pick one. I want to have four mainstays. You know what I mean? I want to have four big stream previews per year, and I've even discussed not having a stream preview every single month. And having four big ones per year and allow everybody to build their stories for a couple of months as opposed to one. Tell longer stories, get into more rivalries and feuds with, you know what I mean, and really pump it up. Besides, we can do other things in between, like tournaments and tribute shows and other such things. We don't have to do a stream preview every. That's what I was thinking. I was going to run that by you and, of course, some other people in the throne room at some point, see what you thought about that, because I really do think... Sorry, I don't think that it's necessary to have a stream preview every single month. I think it takes away from the prestige of the other stream previews, especially when we've got, you know, we're going into our third annual stream preview for the next two stream previews in a row. So, well, not in a row, but over the next few months.
Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, the Gold Rush tournaments are always exciting to watch.
They are,
so,
yeah,
that's
I know.
Something.
I like the element of surprise in the Gold Rush tournaments, because fucking literally anything can happen in those things, and does happen, and does. Craziness. So I agree with you. A lot of fun, the Gold Rush tournaments are. People seem to like them too, actually, for that matter. But yeah, so they can replace, like, instead of just randomly having a Gold Rush, we can have it so that we're going to have one, at least one per month. And, again, only have the four big stream previews every year. And of course we'd figure out, obviously Halloween Havoc and Slammiversary are locked in for the months they're in, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Bash at the Beach has had two different months, I think, that we've done it in, and we just have to decide on one specific month for
Together
that.
We will grow strong
But
in our
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna run it by you
by
and some other people in the throne room and see what they thought. I
endeavors.
think it might be a good idea.
With that said, with
Personally,
Sir Jack just gave you a shout out in your own channel.
I'm actually just opening up the dashboard now because I had a feeling that he was gonna pop in. And I know Glenola's at work, so we don't have to worry about any villainy from the Glenalians, at least until about midnight my time. So we're smooth sailing for now. Unless somebody else pops in to commit acts of treason and villainy and insubordinate behavior, which, you know, it could happen, but we'll knock on wood for that.
Hello, Sir Jack.
I still have to create a command to drop a house on Jack when he comes in. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else you need to do?
What else do I need to do?
My sextuplet title.
I know, I still haven't come up with a good design for that. I got a few days coming off. coming up? Sorry.
I thought about making it myself, and I'm like, yeah.
Throughout the course of the week. Well, I mean, if you've got a good design idea, let me know.
I don't have one. I was thinking, I'll just do it myself. I'm like, okay.
I know, it's annoying me that I haven't got that done yet. But every time I start creating it, I hate it. And then it gets delayed. And of course, my last week was so busy and crazy that it wasn't even funny. But Jack says, "Hey, Oni."
Yeah, I got.
Didn't say hi to me at all. How rude. See, that's why I want to create a drop the house command for Jack. As soon as he comes in, drop a house on him. Run him over the bulldozer. I don't know, something to that effect. Something violent.
You out.
The house seems like the way to go. It worked on the Wicked Witch of the East. It could work on Jack,
Also
I think.
joined the broadcast and left.
I don't know. I mean, something.
Let's see Weasel's out. Also joined the broadcast. I know, we saw that. We saw that. You chickened out.
My app is
As usual, Sir Jack. Your app was... Yeah, blame the technology. Whatever. I see that you shouted me out. How rude.
May uninstall and reinstall
May uninstall and reinstall it. That might help. That does sometimes help with apps. Not with the Twitch app. I tried that shit with the Twitch app. I mean, the Twitch app doesn't update properly. Like, it'll give you a different reading, for instance, for statistics or whatever, than your desktop site will. And honestly,
girly.
the last...
Sorry.
Hey, girly girl's in the house. What's going on, girly? What's Soul Embers up to? Is he at work?
Will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support.
Is Soul at work or is he at home? Or is he streaming? I don't even know. I haven't even had a look at Twitch much today. I was busy. It's Thanksgiving here, so I was with family all day. So I didn't do too much other than chill out, eat meal.
I just noticed something.
Then I ate my wife. That was fun.
Something I just noticed. But this is the first stream on Twitch you've done in a while.
Sorry, which?
Strife is in the house.
So 1, 2, 3,
Ooh,
1
Strife's in the house. What's going on, Strife?
Together
And
we
Froggy
will
Lock
grow
Legs.
strong and our communities
What's going on,
will remain
Strife?
strong by our constant support
And
of
Froggy.
authors' endeavors.
What's going on, Froggy?
Yeah.
With that said, with
Soul's at work,
Infinite
apparently. Sorry,
So
what'd you say?
Infinite
Is
only.
Strife missing something?
together we
Right.
will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our
I don't think so.
constant support for one another's endeavors.
Okay.
With that
Didn't
said,
figure with current events at all. Or recent events.
What do you think he's missing?
Q, I have work early tomorrow.
I don't know. You can
Yo,
just
fool.
sword.
Hope you got
Oh,
to
well, he's
kick
been a VIP
someone's
for a while.
butts for donking your internet.
I suppose I could mod him.
What about us?
Eventually we're gonna have nothing
I
but
thought
mods in here.
I thought you did mod him. And he was oh, or was that just a Discord thing?
Oh, he is on Discord, yeah.
New shoes.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay. I misunderstood. Okay. My bad. I don't think he wants it
But I mean,
in Twitch.
Book variants of Strife.
there we go. See how easy that was?
Yeah,
It was
there's
just
Discord mods.
okay. There's this. Okay, so there's two different things. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Now with more
They are.
sword.
My bad.
That is a
Sorry.
headache fight we do not want
And
to
I
have
think
again.
on Stream Elements I have a few people that are modded on there, I believe, as well. Like Glenola and somebody else. But anyways,
Sorry,
what's going on, Froggy? What's going on, Strife? What's new and exciting? Anything? What's going on? What's new and exciting? Don't give me a fucking boring story
Variants
either. I
of
will
Strife
ban you.
find life.
Lie to me. If you have nothing exciting going on in your life right now, fucking lie to me. I want to hear something cool and interesting. I want to hear that you climb Mount Everest buck
I'm
naked
sleepy AF since getting back
and somehow
from
made it to the
Disney.
top without freezing. Went back down the mountain, stole a Ferrari, drove home as fast as you possibly could, fucked your wife, ate some cake, and watched a corny movie. Tell me that. Or something similar. Girly Girl says, I'm sleepy as fuck since getting back from Disney. Oh, you went to Disneyland? Or Disney World? Or did you jump inside the television when you had Disney Plus on? I mean, you have to clarify that. It could be, I mean, Who knows? World. Okay, Disney World. Did Soul go with you? You went with the little one?
We are hanging
Or did you go with family?
Froggies.
What happened? And what rides did you go on? Soul didn't go? He's probably busy working.
No, I know that for a fact.
Oh, do you? Okay. Stripe says, we are hungry. Oh, that doesn't say hungry. It says hanging. I'm jumping to food conclusions here. Hanging out with Froggies.
Me and Strives are spit roasting.
Me and Strives
Ryan
were
Reynolds
spit roasting at
HQ.
Ryan Reynolds. I was not spit roasting Ryan Reynolds, no. Only you?
No.
No. No. So why were you spit roasting Ryan Reynolds? Out of curiosity. Inquiring minds must know. But anyways, I know Joe Link's at work. He's going to be lurking. Redeemed World Championship singles match. That is funny as fuck, and you are going to hate yourself in a little while.
Why?
Well, I mean, after everything that's happened with the multiple championships and Winter Swarm fucking holding all the gold, and even after the lost gold, started making comebacks. I mean, January earned yourself a world title match tonight.
Well, fuck me. Well, you know what? I'm a mod. I can take my points back.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
It was chaos and exhausting.
I mean, unless you want to hang on to a second one, that'd be weird if you won, and then you get a challenge yourself.
I figured you
Or,
weren't going live until 1-0.
If you didn't want to and you didn't redeem yourself, you could like handpick your next opponent. Pay for it. That'd be funny as fuck if somebody did
her
it.
husband,
1, 2, 3, 1,
her husband has a shot at the world title tonight. So
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Lionson, I figured you weren't going live until 10:30. It is 10:42, fucker. How dare you? Maybe not your time. Of course, not necessarily Lionson's time. What time is it where you are? 9:30? 8:30? 9:42, you're an hour behind? Okay. Yeah. Well, it's Eastern. You know what's weird? Does it not tell you? It's supposed to. Does it not tell you on Twitch the actual hour? Like, so if I'm 10:30 Eastern, does it not convert for you guys? It's supposed to. It's supposed to show you whatever time it is in your time zone.
Rather not have to deal with the fit as real apt Humboldts are going to throw when they realize.
But I mean, other things that are supposed to happen and work with Twitch don't either,
anyway.
so, you know, there's that. But anyways, nope, it doesn't for you anyways? Okay, cool. That makes sense. So yeah, I'm Eastern Standard Time, Lionson. I'm over in Ontario, Canada, so it's Eastern here for me. Froggy says, demote Strife. Look at that, Strife. Froggy is trying to demote you after hanging around and fucking spit roasting Ryan Reynolds with you. That is rude. Sorry, say that again.
So, Variance can actually take away his own mod. He can just unmod himself.
He could, yeah. Well, actually, can you? Can you unmod yourself?
Yeah, you can. I've done it before.
But
So,
to be honest, they were
I didn't know that. That's pretty damn funny.
Explain if you can win
Have your
DMS.
own name. And it'll take it away, but someone else will have to. You'll have to
Sarah,
VIP
apparently
him.
we are a bottom. At least we found out the confusion.
But yeah, I've taken away my own mod before. I think I can actually take away my own VIPs too.
Interesting. I actually didn't know you could do that. I would assume that the broadcaster would have to do that, but that's pretty funny.
Hey, you can take away, you can't give
Girly Girl
yourself
said,
mod, but-
fuck fam, to be honest, they were not nice, but I'll have to explain. Okay. So you went by yourself then? To Disney World? Or just with your daughter?
No.
That still didn't really answer my question. You've been hanging around Seoul too long. That's your problem. Need to work on yourself. Lionston says, at least we found out the confusion. You went with a group of people. Oh, nice. Well, that's always more fun anyways. You go to an amusement park with a bunch of people. Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're with your spouse going to have a good time by yourself, that's cool too. But
Variants of Strife, sorry, but...
Only said, oh, what? Why are you apologizing to Strife?
Because he didn't want the sword, and I thought he was supposed to get it. That's my
Yeah,
fault.
well, I think that's... I'm pretty sure that's how he ended up being
I wish he would have
VIP.
went, to be honest.
He complained about being modded, if I'm not mistaken. So we made him VIP instead. He wanted the pretty pink diamond instead of the sword, so to speak. I wish he would have went, to be honest. Well, I'm sure he probably wished he would have went too, but instead he went to work. That happens. I mean, to be honest, I would have planned around that and just took the day off. That's just me, though. I tend not to, miss family functions if I don't have to. And there's never really a good reason to have to, so therefore, I would just book the day off. Diamonds are Dro's best friend. Sir Jack, don't you be getting hype in there. Because we all know you hid from Oni and I. You ran. You tucked tail and ran. How dare you. Alright, so anyways, lovely getting reacquainted. I mean, it's been a fucking week. It kind of feels like a month. But, so it's good to be live. Episode 521. Live on Twitch. And it's almost go time. But I saw some interesting... I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what's going on in the world of pro wrestling lately, but there's a lot of fire shit going down. It is pretty exciting times in pro wrestling right now. A lot going on in every promotion, not just anyone. I'll even say AEW has been doing some good things. I was disappointed with Edge's debut. I thought they should have done a far better job debuting him into AEW than they did. I wasn't overly impressed with that. And apparently neither was anybody else, because he didn't even move any needles for that. But,
can I make a comment real quick?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion right now, the best heel in wrestling, and this is just pure opinion, is Christian Cage.
Christian Cage? Yeah, well, he's doing a really good job. His body of work right now might be his best ever, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm loving Christian.
Yeah, and I love how they built up that story in the ring before Christian told him to fuck himself. But,
Christian
I don't know.
Cage is
But
doing
other than
well.
that confrontation,
I'd say it's between
the debut,
MJF
though, was
and
lackluster.
Christian Cage.
You know? It was very lackluster. And I think what they should have done,
is still on fire
instead of trying to surprise people that kind of already knew he was going to be there anyways, they should have probably held off on the debut and ran some vignettes and some other things to tease his arrival and bring him in a big way. They didn't. They just popped him in like it was just another signing. It was like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, it was, it was interesting to see his music queuing on an AEW TV show, but, I'm not upset. Some people are upset he went. I'm like, why? I mean, he's still capable of giving back to the business, and he can go over there and help those young talent that are up and coming and teach them to maybe wrestle safer, for instance. And there's some things he can do there. He can help with creative. There's a lot of different things. Hopefully Tony Khan doesn't make him the next EVP. For Christ's sakes, we know how that turns out for people. But I think Edge can revitalize himself over there and eventually have a good run with Christian Cage. I think it's pretty cool. The thing with AEW is they have too many shows right now. They're still too young to have that many shows. They have all this talent, and they're still not really utilizing them all, even though they have 3 fucking shows. It's always the same people on the screen week after. It reminds me of the Attitude Era. You got all this talent on your roster, and you're pushing 12 people. And they got, but that's the thing, 3 shows. So let's keep it 3 separate shows, build each and every one of them. But they need to work on having at least one solid, good program first. Like, when you watch an episode of Dynamite, unless you're a real big AEW fan, you're going to watch a couple of really good matches, and the rest is all just, like, what just happened? Type of thing. And 50 billion people on the screen. It's like, remember in WCW, the end of the NWO days, when there was about 50 billion people in the NWO? Pretty sure, the entire world was wearing a black and white shirt. There was a lot of people in the NWO. It was nuts. They just killed it. But it's kind of like that. But I think they need to work on getting one solid good show. I'm not saying every single match has to be good. You're not going to throw in all, you're not going to go all in on one show. But if you got 6 matches booked on Dynamite, can we please have at least 4 good ones? Give us something to watch. And then the rest of the stuff, well, we'll just overlook that until they get better and have more time themselves. But I thought Collision was cool when they first started it. I thought it was better than Dynamite, actually. I was like, wow, they got a brand new show and it's already better than their original show. That's weird. It felt like a different show. It really did. It felt completely different than Dynamite. But that's kind of, and then they got Rampage, which never really anything that interesting happens on Rampage. But, so, I don't know. They definitely got to work on that. They got enough talent. They just got to figure out what to do with that. People knock WWE all the time for not knowing what to do with certain wrestlers. Well, Tony Khan's got more than just a few certain wrestlers that he doesn't know what to do with. And it doesn't seem to me that all these hired hands, former WWE employees included, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they being paid again? Are we not going to give Tony Khan some assistance here and at least help him build that company? Or are we just going to watch it crash into the ground like TNA just about did? And like WCW did? And like, ECW finally, eventually, they bit themselves in the ass with going way too extreme and hardcore all of the time. Of course, WWE, when they resurrected ECW, went the exact opposite direction and didn't do it enough. Like, how do you have a fucking program called ECW, which is Extreme Championship Wrestling, and it's nothing is really hardcore happening? But
yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan when it first relaunched.
No.
I saw it, and as the original ECW fan, I'm like, what did I just watch?
Yeah. And I don't know why Vince chose to do that. What people wanted was WCW resurrected and run it as a... Now, honestly, the other rival promotions are probably lucky he didn't, because, if WCW became a thing under the WWE umbrella as a rival company, those other companies wouldn't have made it. But, but yeah.
Well, back then, Shane had this awesome idea that he thinks that when they did bring back ECW, it should be on a streaming service, because you won't have to worry about the networks and you can do so much more.
By the way,
and ECW could have been like ECW.
Yeah,
on network television. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Did you see? Now, this is probably part of the dirt sheets anyways, and we'll probably end up reading it at some point. But did you see that NWA is going to bring back the territories, both internationally and in North America? So they're going back to territories, and
the new jackpot number
the current NWA World Champion EC3, he has a promotion, so that promotion is going to be recognized by NWA, and he's going to be one of the first territories for Midwest. And they're going to be. And they're going to bring in other promotions as they go along and literally recreate. You know how awesome that is? Because most people that I know, not necessarily modern fans, because they don't know a lot about it, and they probably don't bother to research it. They're more into clickbait articles and watching highlights and the occasional pay-per-view, right? It's not the same as when we were, all in on wrestling, or still are for the most part, I guess. I find it a fascinating thing, but... so yeah, they're going to bring back the territories, and most people that I know, that's something that's very prestigious to wrestling fans, was the old territory days, and to revitalize that, I think, is really cool. So I'm pretty excited about it. I like NWA. I don't, if people don't like, now he's going by Robert, or is it Patrick Corrigan he's going by now? I forget what the fuck he's going by, but anyways, it used to be Billy Corrigan, obviously. But anyways, I think he's doing a really good job with reviving NWA, and I do watch it, and I think it brings you that old studio feel back, and that they tell good stories and just good in-ring action. So, actually, Nick Aldis, who's now working mostly backstage at the moment anyways with WWE, he was their World Heavyweight Champion for quite some time, holding the 10 pounds of gold too. Which, by the way, is still one of the most prestigious championship belts in wrestling history, and one of the only ones, right? And one of the only ones from that time period that the WWE actually recognizes. So, and people like Cody Rhodes have held that title. So you've got an NWA champion in the WWE currently. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Joe Link, what's going on, Joe? Welcome in. I know you're at work working. What's new and exciting? You had a good stream today, by the way.
2. Good luck, Joe Link. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen.
Ric Flair had that title for a while.
Yeah. Yep, sure did. A lot of great
4, 6,
wrestlers.
Good luck variants of Strife.
Some present, mostly past, have held that
channel
title, so
to choose from
it's nice to see them doing their thing. And now they're expanding into territories. That's exciting, so looking forward to that.
Almost got 619.
But yeah, we're probably going to end up reading more about it in a little while, because I am going to get to the first article tonight, but I figured, since we've been talking for a bit, we may as well get the show on the go. Second of 2 followed shows, of course, stemming from our TWA Revolution stream preview. And again, if you haven't seen that, make sure you go watch it. It was absolutely phenomenal. Fire matches all night long. And what was there, like 14 matches, wasn't there? It was a big fucking show. I think it was 14 matches, something like that. But yeah, go watch that show. I can't remember if it's on YouTube or not. You'll have to check. I think it might be. If not, you can always watch the VOD right on Twitch anyways. But anyways, let's get to episode number 521 at Rockin' and Rollin' at Wrestle Wars Genesis. Fire card, 9 matches. They're all championship matches tonight. And of course, we're also officially kicking off the road to the 3rd annual Halloween Havoc, which will of course be just over 2 weeks away. So it's going to be an interesting evening, and we've got some, of course, streamer team redemptions happening tonight. So we're going to see some championship matches. We're going to see, as you can see, Rhea Ripley going to be putting her junior world championship on the line against Team Joe Link's Amber Extreme from Toxic Outlaws. So it's going to be a fire evening. B. Jackson going to be defending the Legends Championship against Lita. Bruno Sammartino is Elijah Archer's next opponent, challenging for his championship. And he is on a run. 22 straight Legends, 21 title defenses. So we'll see what he does tonight. But it's going to be a great evening. We're starting right now. Falls Count Anywhere. Amber Extreme and Rhea Ripley for the TWA Junior Women's Heavyweight Championship. Only before we get back to any discussions, what do you think? Amber Extreme, or does Rhea Ripley pull out of the stops and shock people again and retain that title?
Well, that's a tough one.
Team Extreme.
I want to know.
I don't want to say it. I'm going to say. You know what? I'll go the opposite. I'll say Rhea Ripley.
You're going with Rhea Ripley? I want to know what kind of deal.
I'll say Amber.
I want to know what kind of deal Rhea Ripley in January struck, because January literally leapfrogged Rhea for a chance at the world title tonight. So that's interesting. But anyways, here we go. First match of the night, Falls Count Anywhere. Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link taking on the current reigning defending TWA Women's Junior Heavyweight Champion, Rhea Ripley. Let's go.
Frog Hemmeth Legs, your numbers are 8, 8, 8. Good luck, Frog Hemmeth Legs.
I mean, I could see Rhea Ripley retaining for sure. I think I'm going to go with Amber Extreme.
The following contest is a Falls Count
only because it's normally you would say Amber, yeah. Well, I mean, Rhea Ripley's been very impressive as of late. As was Charlotte Flair. It was a shock when Charlotte Flair won the World Championship, or the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship, sorry, and just recently lost that championship to Lila Frost, who very quickly rose to the top of the women's division and left a path of destruction in her wake. She's the current reigning defending Pure Women's Champion. And tonight, actually, or sorry, not Pure Wrestling Champion. I lost my train of thought. Lila Frost. Reigning defending Grand Prix Champion is Lila Frost now. but she's one of the quickest rising to the top of the women's division, other than Briar Rose, I would suggest, in the past couple of months, because Briar Rose shot right to the top. She is the Pure Wrestling champion, actually. And tonight, she'll be challenging Mary Fuller for her TWA television championship, so Briar Rose could become a double champ tonight. Mary Fuller already has a title defense under her belt. She's looked really good since winning that title, so I don't even know what to say about that one. Briar Rose, Mary Fuller. It's going to be a very interesting evening, starting with this matchup right here. But Team Joe Link's got a couple of matches going on, because Team Joe Link also redeemed a matchup for the Phenom, Joe Lincoln, who's going to be challenging Mick Marvel, who's the reigning defending men's television champion. And he's defended that championship, like, I think 3, maybe 4 times already. He's been absolutely dominant as champion. So big match for Joe Link. We got January with a world title match tonight. Matthew Ultraviolet makes his stream preview debut in the main event of the evening as he takes on Reese the Voice Williams for the world championship. It is going to be a fire night. Again, we got B. Jackson defending the women's Legends title. Elijah Archer defending his Legends title. We got 2 different tag team matches going on. Gold is on the line. Epic evening of matches. Good way to return, if I don't say so myself.
You can tell a lot about a person by the company they keep.
Do it.
And Ripley is
I have a blade versus January.
True
It is. Well, actually, technically speaking, it's January versus Kaiba.
A complete disregard for the rules. A complete lack of morality.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The nightmare is real. It just got a lot more frightening.
That's a good match. That is a good match. Not that they haven't fought before.
No.
So anyways, there's apparently some backstage rumors on Paul Levesque, Triple H, of course, for those that don't know his name, and his role in WWE and TKO. This comes from WrestlingInc.com if you want to check it out, but it's by Eric Mutter. To be honest, I don't think I've read any of his articles before, but here we go. So, Vince McMahon's future in the WWE is unclear, with recent SEC filings leading to speculation that the longtime executive might be fashioning an exit plan from the newly minted TKO Group Holdings, which formed in the wake of WWE's merger with UFC under UFC parent company Endeavor. So this speculation has led to further speculation about who is running WWE's creative branch, McMahon or Paul Triple H Levesque, who assumed the reins of Chief Content Officer following McMahon's initial retirement. It's unclear what the power structure is within WWE's creative brain, though some believe the wind is blowing in a certain direction. So, PW Insider's Elite's Mike Johnson recently passed along that rumors within WWE have Levesque driving what he described as 99% of WWE's creative direction currently, with the word being that Levesque has been knighted by TKO to lead the promotion instead of McMahon, a decision which is said to have had a positive effect on backstage morale. Well, yeah, it would. It definitely would. It's just funny to read, to lead the promotion instead of Vince McMahon. That's just a little bit surreal, isn't it? Because it's not like the man passed away or anything. So it's just weird. You know, even though we know what we know and everything that's transpired, it's just weird. But anyways, however, this does not mean that McMahon is out of the picture, as the longtime WWE figurehead is currently executive chairman of TKO and has remained active within WWE since his return in January. It is believed that McMahon, as long as he's around, will always have some input in WWE, and that's an occasional tug of war between himself and Levesque may still pop up now and then, with the chief content officer sometimes acquisitioning to McMahon's suggestions. How much truth there is to these rumblings backstage remains unclear. The most recent word on WWE's creative process had Levesque running the day-to-day creative, with McMahon overseeing and having final say over certain elements of Raw and SmackDown. And WWE PLEs. Though McMahon himself had indicated he would no longer be in the day-to-day weeds as he had been in the past. I mean, I'll be honest, I'll have to believe it to see it. Or see it to believe it, even. Well, you have to do both, I guess, when it comes to McMahon, when you think about it, but... yeah. I mean, as much as I would like Triple H to be the one fully in charge, I just don't see Vince giving up the reins until he absolutely, positively has to completely, you know what I mean?
Delivers the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't see it happening. Well, here's one from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Joey G wrote this article. So it's an injury update on Jon Moxley ahead of his title match on tomorrow's AEW Dynamite. So AEW announced last week that Jon Moxley would be challenging Rey Fenix for the International Championship on tomorrow's Title Tuesday edition of Dynamite. The Death Rider previously held the International Championship but dropped it to Phoenix at the Dynamite Grand Slam special due to suffering a concussion mid-match. Reports had surfaced that Moxley called an audible on the finish as he didn't know how badly he was hurt. Last night, Moxley was scheduled to compete at Sami Callihan's Wrestling Revolver event in Dayton, Ohio, but he told the audience that he was not cleared to compete by doctors. As of now, the Dynamite matchup against Phoenix is on, but this will be something to keep an eye on over the next 24 hours. And that's all the information. It just says stay tuned. We'll update as they get updates. So it looks like Shinsuke Nakamura, another teaser towards CM Punk, I'm assuming, but apparently Shinsuke Nakamura nailed a CM Punk's GTS finisher during the tonight's Raw. So this is from RingsideNews.com. It was Felix Upton that wrote it. And he said, WWE Raw was a loaded show this week, and every little thing mattered during the show. One move from Shinsuke Nakamura was 100% noticed by a ton of pro wrestling fans because he broke out CM Punk's GTS finisher during the show.
Triple H controls most of the
Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura are in a feud now, and this comes in the fallout after Nakamura wasn't able to capture the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins at Fastlane. Shinsuke jumped Ricochet as he was making his way to the ring. Then he pulled off a very surprising move. Nakamura nailed the GTS, and that laid Ricochet out. CM Punk and Kenta both used the GTS. That has never been Shinsuke Nakamura's move, but he obviously knows how to pull it off. The timing of the GTS was certainly very interesting, especially with rumors of CM Punk's interesting in the making a return to the company. A story started making the rounds last week that CM Punk wants to make the return to WWE, and those close to the Second City Savior have said that there are currently talks between the two sides, if there wasn't already from the beginning. But the story gained a lot of traction, but there is no certainty at all that he will return. Ringside News exclusively reported that CM Punk is trying to float the narrative that there are serious talks about his return to WWE. He wants to return to WWE, but this situation was explained to us as CM Punk trying to get himself in the door. Corey Graves has been called out in recent memory for quoting CM Punk. The reference to the Second City Savior are getting hard to ignore at this point. But I think most things point into the direction that he's probably going to be showing up through the doors at some point. Whether it's before Survivor Series, at Survivor Series, which just happens to be in Chicago, or that's his hometown. Maybe they save him for Royal Rumble, I don't know. But I would imagine that you're going to see him show up. What are your thoughts on that?
It'll probably happen. They're making it obvious. They did the same shit with Cody Rhodes.
They did. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and new TWA Junior Women's Heavyweight Champion from Team Joe Link. It is Amber Extreme picking up the W and taking home the gold. Congratulations, Joe Link. And Amber Extreme, big win over Rhea Ripley to secure her next shot. Unless she chooses to defend the title. You never know. Some people might choose to defend the title as opposed to cashing in right away. Depends on what they got going on, I suppose. But I would assume that if I was Joe Link to begin with, I think I would probably be challenging whoever wins tonight's matchup between Kaiva and January in the near future, I would think. I mean, wouldn't you? I would.
Yeah, I'm going to comment on Amber's attire real quick here. I really like it. It's like I'm getting Kane vibes, but I'm also getting like Carnage vibes.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. She's like a Carnage diva, if you will.
Yeah.
A little bit of Kane in there. She definitely came with an attitude tonight. That is for sure. The chip on her shoulder worked out. She's going home with gold and is next in line to challenge, well, the winner of tonight's Kaiva Blade versus January matchup for the Women's World Championship. But anyways, here we go. Second match of the night. And we're going to get things going with the Legends Championships. We're going to see B. Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling in action as she puts her title on the line against the legendary Lita. If anybody didn't see one of her last matchups, Lita had interfered in her Legends Championship title defense, thus solidifying her spot in tonight's show to challenge B. Jackson for that very same Legends Championship, which, by the way, she has gone through 11 straight Legends and defeated 10 in title defenses. So she is on her way to tying Alan Severn's record of 11 straight championship title defenses, and she's already made history in the women's divisions because nobody's ever, first of all, held the title as many times as she has, nor as long. I mean, 10 championship title defenses, that is a lot. So that's the next match of the evening. Who do you think, Oni? Is it going to be Lita shocking the world, or does B. Jackson send Lita home empty-handed and whoop her ass?
Is that even a question? Of course it's going to be B. Jackson.
I mean, I commend Lita for having the cojones to come out and challenge B. Jackson. Interfered in her match, for that matter. But yeah, I'm going B. Jackson on this one. I think she ties Alan Severn tonight and continues to make history in the women's division. Specifically the Legends division. She's already made history. I mean, Winter Swarm, both January and B. Jackson held every single championship in both YTD Academy Live and in TWA, so that was crazy. They've done a lot, they continue to do a lot, and I'm going B. Jackson. So I agree with you. But let's find out.
Yeah.
Falls count anywhere for the Women's Legends Championship is Lita versus B. Jackson. Let's go. But yeah, anyways, back to the whole CM Punk thing. I do believe he's going to show up. I just don't know when. I don't know if they're going to, like, do you think they'll do the Chicago thing, or do you think that's just too obvious? Because people are talking about it. People are expecting it. Do you just say the hell with it and create those ticket sales for Survivor Series? Because Chicago will sell out in a heartbeat. If they think that CM Punk's going to be in Chicago for Survivor Series, that show will sell out in mere minutes. Mere minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And the pop. I mean, he will raise the roof. You know what I mean?
Survivor Series is
so,
for him to appear because
but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see CM Punk back, first and foremost? Second of all, do you think he debuts at Survivor Series, before Survivor Series, wait till the Royal Rumble? They're not going to have him come back at WrestleMania. I'll tell you that right now. That's not going to happen. But I could see Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. Yo, Boss Apollo. What's going on, boss? Welcome in. What's doing exciting, boss? Anything at all?
So, evidently, Joe Link has confirmed he is cashing it in on the winner.
Joe Link, you are cashing in on the winner? Yeah, we kind of thought you might. We were actually just discussing that a little while ago, what we would do. And if it was me, rather than defend it, I would simply cash it in on the winner between Kaiva and January. I mean, either one of those people would be a fantastic matchup, so.
Pretty good, and you?
Boss says, pretty good, and you? I am fantastic. Had a great Thanksgiving.
Also, guys, I would say that competing on Christmas has to be a tremendous
My belly's full.
thrill.
Although I do have pie in the fridge.
But I can tell you
There's pie in the fridge. Mrs. Archer, you should collect that. Or I could. Yeah, I'll take a break in a few minutes and I will collect pie. For us.
Not to sound like The Rock, but what's your favorite pie?
Yeah. What's my favorite pie? Well, I kind of like all pies. I don't eat pie often, but I do. I like strawberry rhubarb. I like pumpkin. I like apple if it's made fresh with proper apples. I don't. People use the cheapest of apples. And you bite into your apple pie and the fucking apples are all mushy and shit. It's like, what the fuck is that? I don't want mushy apples.
From London, England, she is the
key lime is also very good. Double chocolate pie is good. There's a lot of good. I like lemon pie. I don't like meringue. You know, I don't like the egg white mixed with sugar shit. It just tastes like dirty air or something. I just don't like it. It's weird. But I do like lemon pie. Lemon pie is delicious.
So far, everything going pretty well. How are you doing?
So far, this is the second match. Oh, Lionson was asking a question. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Joe? I know that. I just started it. I was going to say, you were not paying attention, sir.
You're not rewarded in WWE for sitting back and waiting. These superstars get things on their own terms, and that's why they're the champs. That hard work and determination.
It is how it works. I mean, sometimes we run over a couple of matches before we start, but generally speaking, if you want to know what the next match is, tune in, watch the show, and you'll find out with the rest of the Fam Jam.
Treating myself to code.
But it is matchup number 2. First matchup was, I mean, it just ended, actually. Amber Extreme versus Rhea Ripley. Falls count anywhere for the Junior Women's Championship, and Amber Extreme came out victorious, Lionson. There you go, you're caught up. This is match 2. Also a Falls count anywhere matchup. B. Jackson versus Lita. Legends Championship on the line.
That might be the hardest.
Boss says, what's up, Frog? So far, everything going pretty well. How you doing? Doing good. Treating myself to Code Red. Fantastique. Lionson says, I know there's 9 matches, and they're all title defenses, and the first 2 matches. Yes, so there you go. At least you have a basic concept of what the card is. But as far as whose matches are, I still have to wait and find out.
This is basically a stream pay-per-view level card.
It is. It is. It's the second of 2 Fallout shows, Lionson. If you remember, we had TWA Revolution, and then we had a Fallout show. This is the second of 2 Fallout shows. And we're also kicking off the road to the 3rd annual Halloween Havoc stream preview. So there is a reason it is a jacked card tonight.
Down with a sling blade.
There is a reason.
Do you guys want to know what I'm drinking?
I would. What are you drinking? I'm drinking nothing. I'm going to correct that here in a few minutes, so I'm going to grab a coffee in a few minutes. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm trying to make myself tap out because I have work in like 7 hours.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, but in it is blueberry vodka and some milk.
Ooh, I like vodka. I really like vodka. I do. You know why I like vodka? It goes with almost anything. And even if you drink it straight, well, I mean, if you're not a vodka drinker, it would be harsh. But if you're a vodka drinker and it's a good vodka, it's good with just water or even straight. I mean, I don't power drink vodka. I'm not a stupid man. Vodka is one of those drinks that if you're smart enough to pay attention, your body will tell you when to stop drinking that shit. It will. It really will, because your stomach will start to burn away. Drinking vodka. But my favorite, no matter what I drink vodka, and a lot of things go good with vodka, so I don't knock anybody's answer. If you have a favorite vodka drink, sound off in the chat. Love to know. Goes good with many, many things. Dr. Pepper, root beer, everything. But my favorite will always be just vodka and orange juice. It is just, yeah, just a screwdriver. It is absolutely delicious. I could drink that all night long. My wife would not be happy with me if I did that, but I could.
Red Bull's pretty good too.
Not that I'm a bad drunk. It's not. I'm thinking there's other. Yeah, I was gonna say there's other reasons that she might not enjoy me being on a binge of vodka. Holy shit, that's over already? What the fuck happened? Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and still Legends champion from Team Honeybee Wrestling, B. Jackson, picking up the big W and retaining her title for a record-setting 11th time. Actually, every defense she's had, past I think maybe 2, has been record-setting. But she just tied the Wolfman Alan Severn, who went on a 12 legend streak. 11 of them were title defenses. Of course, Archer has squashed that. Thank you very much. No applause. Hold that. Just throw money. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But he is sitting at 21 title defenses with 22 legends, which is crazy. He's never, ever in the history of TWA had a run like that, even with a title or without a title. So it's been kind of fun to watch, I'll be honest. And I keep feeding him every legend there is. But, I mean, he's even faced Al and Severn, Damien. So he's faced some streamer team legends that are in the Hall of Legends. And he just keeps winning. It's very interesting. He's come close. I thought Undertaker was going to beat him. That was a very, very close matchup. I thought for sure Archer was losing that one. But
you gotta think, B. Jackson's next opponent is January. I do believe.
Yeah. And speaking of Archer, he is up next, defending his Legends Championship against the legendary Bruno Sammartino. This is going to be interesting. This, if he wins, will be his 22nd title defense and 23rd straight legend. Bruno is next.
I actually just finished showcase mode not long ago. I finally freaking did it.
Did you? How'd that go?
Bruno. Well, it took me a little while, but I finally did it, and I got Bruno Sammartino unlocked now, and 80s Hogan.
Nice. Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, it could be a chore to do.
I'm sure it can be. Lots of different challenges you have to go through to unlock each of the...
Bruno isn't related to Kevin, is he?
I've actually been playing the game, like I did that earlier, like, not just watching matches, like I actually started trying out some of the characters, just playing as them, and it can be quite fun, like I was playing with the bullies.
Lionsid answered our question. Lionsid says, running super kick by B. Jackson happened. And Strife had already said, damn. Yeah, I mean, she just about booted Lita's head right off her shoulders. That was crazy. But I didn't think... I saw that. I saw that part. I just didn't think she was going to beat her that fast. I mean, that was crazy. Yo, Luke the Gooner, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping in. That was a hell of a matchup you had over at YTD Academy against Alex King. So congratulations to both you and Luke the Gooner. Luke Ballmer. You're going back to sleep? Nice. I think you're I think you're in the chat room, though. I don't think you can sleep in the chat room. I mean, you could try.
But
anyways,
to see a complete
Froggy wants to know if Bruno is related to Kevin Sammartino.
Simply type.
I mean, perhaps.
TWA.
You never know. I would imagine not. I don't think Kevin wasn't that good.
I know Bruno had a son that wrestled for the WWF back then.
Yeah, he did, yeah. That's true.
Forgot his name, though.
Maybe he means the broadcast goofy trying to sleep
what was his name?
LOL.
That's why I'm just
We'll have to look it up. Google that. Let's fact check that. But yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Sweet dreams, Luke.
Sweet dreams, Luke. Froggy says. Trying to serenade Luke. Maybe he means the broadcast booth. He's trying to sleep there. Oh, maybe. That's a possibility. All right, here we go. Third match of the night for the Legends Championship. Bruno Sammartino versus the one Elijah Archer. Let's rock and roll. This could be his 22nd straight title defense. I'm not even going to suggest who might win this matchup because they've all been very, very close matches. And I'll be honest, there's been more than a few times I was surprised Archer walked out with his hand raised high. So I will just say we shall see what happens with this one. Imagine that, sleeping in the booth. I mean, that would be very difficult. Oni's loud, and he talks a lot. I understand, Luke. It's all right. David, yes. David. That's it.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here.
It's funny we couldn't remember that. Link says it's because Cool isn't there to snore. Luke can take up his mantle.
And before we go any further,
oh,
I'd
man.
like to extend a very Merry Christmas to our
I mean, we got him clipped a few times, but over time, clips get deleted off of Twitch. So I probably don't have it anymore. But he's definitely been clipped on at least a handful of times, maybe more, snoring on the broadcast. Because, I mean, back in the day, he wouldn't even get done work till 1:30. Then he'd still come on, jump on the show, and sometimes plan to stream, but then, you know, not. He's got a different schedule now. He's able to do his own thing now much earlier, which is good to see.
You're gonna get.
I'm at my brother sleeping on his couch.
Thinking about a Mickey James stream.
Sofa.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised we haven't yet. I'm at my brother's sleeping on his couch, on his sofa. Now, Luke, Oni wants to know, were you dreaming about Mickey James? And do you have a spare poster there if you get lonely? And did you take Buddy with you? Answer all those questions.
As a reminder, the title is on the line.
We want to know.
Match, and the champ is certainly going to have an uphill
all right,
battle.
Here we go. Sure. We're going to move on. I mean, the last article we were just talking about, for anybody that wasn't here, we're talking about Shinsuke Nakamura using CM Punk's GTS maneuver, and we were just, aside from that, discussing whether or not we believe CM Punk is going to show up. Of course, I do. And it's just a whether it's going to be in Chicago for Survivor Series or perhaps at Royal Rumble, which, is there a, I haven't looked actually, but is there a destination for Royal Rumble yet, do you know?
That is a cross-point Elephant and a Rhino.
That is a what?
That is a cross between an elephant and a rhino.
An elephant and a rhino. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Elephino.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You had me kind of thrown for a loop there for a second. I was like, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah, I do that. I'm gonna do something very unexpected. So, check this out.
What do you think of the Coalition's new logo? In case anybody hasn't noticed. Yeah. New logo. Well, new attire. Period, really. And of course, if you watched YTV After Dark, his former tag team partner and longtime best friend returned to action and joined him in the ring. They took on Maximum Male Models. Looked very good, considering they haven't been in the ring together in a long time. They didn't miss a beat.
And his opponent from
Didn't miss a beat. Good match. That was over at After Dark on YouTube.
He is the All-Star Champion.
What's that?
Elijah Arthur.
Fucking ring announcer never says Archer. Always Arthur. Fucking guy can't talk. He needs to work on himself. We need to hire better ring announcers.
Intensity on the face of the champion.
You know what's funny is, for the longest time, I know, for the longest time I was able to utilize the name Archer, but after a while the name disappeared from their database. You know, of course Lance Archer was a part of WWE at one point, so they did utilize that name. But I forget what year he disappeared in. And after that I had to use Arthur, just like, so you can have Arthur in there, but you can't have Archer. But
that it's highly coveted. Well,
what's that?
My sources sent me a VHS tape, but this
there any relation, or is that just a sheer coincidence?
Classics.
Of which?
Really? Hey, can I borrow that tape, Corey? Absolutely not.
How do you make your wife cry during sex? You call her.
Hits him with the counter.
We appreciate Arthur.
Sent into the corner.
Lost your train of thought.
And he said, "You're not getting me with that this time."
Yeah, my ass gets cut that sometimes.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
A relation between Elijah and who?
There's certainly an element of danger
Lance
in a no
disqualification. Oh, Lance Archer. No, that's just all coincidence. So in his early days, before TWA, when he was still in GOW Gods of Wrestling, he would use the name Archer, but he's fascinated with weaponry. There we go.
Yay.
I don't know why that keeps happening lately.
Uh-oh.
But anyways,
now it's showing
It is back.
It's showing your. Oh, there we go. We're back.
we're back, yeah. And you have 90 seconds to get the job done before it completely stops everything anyways, but that is annoying as hell. I hate when that happens. I'm actually just going to check on the VOD status right now.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Yeah, looks like we caught it. We're good to go. It's still showing a runtime of almost an hour, so I caught it just in time. But I don't know why that's been happening. I don't know if it's Twitch, the Twitch link to PlayStation, or if it's the PlayStation itself. I don't know. but it's annoying as fuck when that happens. Strife says, one thing Twitch has over YouTube, gap time.
Ref jumped the barricade
yes,
to get a worse
YouTube needs to fix that, because YouTube, if your broadcast goes down on there, it automatically splits your VOD. They don't give you any recovery time at all. I hate that. Froggy says, what the fuck? Ref jumped the barricade to get a worse view of that submission. Well, I mean, nobody said that we had the best hired help. We did just say that our ring announcers are retarded. So, you know. How do you make your wife cry during sex? You call her. Fucking Strife.
Whatever's playing here can't be good. Don't do this.
AKO? Did he nail him with an AKO? I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat. I was catching up with the chat. He's certainly obsessed with the ring steps. That I do know. Oh! A famouser right on the concrete. And he is certainly setting up for an AKO right now. Oh, and he nailed him. Is that the second one he's delivered? Bruno might be fucked here. Oh, he kicked out. 2 count only there.
Yeah, on the floor. Almost onto
2 count only. Bruno is still in it to win it, or to try and win it anyways. Archer. Oh, he caught his leg. Nice reversal and retaliation by Bruno Sammartino.
What a tough ass, kicking out after the AKO.
I would assume. He's looking pretty beefy.
Otherwise, you're just beating up an old man.
Right? Oh, threw him right into the barricade.
Beating up old men.
Beating up old men. Alright. So anyways, yeah, I figure CM Punk either shows up at Royal Rumble or Survivor Series. Survivor Series would probably be a very good idea, just for kind of obvious. Maybe they won't go that route. Not really sure. It's hard to say these days. Here's another WrestlingInc.com article. It says, rumored update on WWE's plans for Brian Pillman Jr. So this is by Daisy Ruth. So teases for the WWE NXT debut of Brian Pillman Jr. have been airing on NXT, but according to new reports, the unidentified man in the videos flipping through TV channels may be debuting on the brand under a new ring name. According to... What? Why would... Anyways, I'll keep reading. According to PWI Elite, the son of the late Brian Pillman may be debuting with a new moniker, though there would still be family meaning behind it. So kind of like what they did with Curtis Axel, I'm assuming. Although I do hate when they do that, though. But anyways, according to PWI Elite, WWE recently trademarked the name Lexus King, and the discussion around the WWE Performance Center in Orlando is that the name was earmarked for Pillman. The outlet noted that it's not 100% confirmed, but that it is belief among some. The outlet explained the possible meaning behind the name as Pillman's late half-sister, who died in a car accident, was named Alexis. She was involved as a business manager for Pillman. King is the last name of Pillman's mother after she remarried and his father's passing. So Pillman is a former AEW star going all the way back to the initial Double or Nothing event in 2019, who made the jump to WWE when his contract expired in July. He joined the development brand in August but is yet to appear on TV. Videos of Pillman sitting in a chair flipping through channels show a highlight of Pillman Sr.'s career with the Cincinnati Bengals, as well as clips of WCW Saturday Night. Began airing on the show a few weeks back, though no mention was made of his potential name. So that's interesting. Again, I do hate when they do that. There's no reason they should have to change his name. But Lexus King is apparently the name they're looking at rolling with for Brian Pillman Jr. What do you guys think? And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of his match, it is 22nd title defense in a row, 23rd legend in a row. Still your reigning, defending, undisputed Legends champion, the one Elijah Archer with a big W over Bruno Sammartino. Fantastic. Joe Link says 22 title defenses. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. The Undertaker went 21-0. Archer 22-0 in title defenses. I think that puts him right up there on the same level as the Undertaker, I think. And he beat the Undertaker, not to mention. Let's not forget that. So Bruno Sammartino, the next on the list. Froggy says, God damn, GG the one. And the streak continues. It does. The streak continues. 22 straight title defenses for Elijah Archer. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. But like, I noticed they do always do that with every second generation kind of thing.
Change his name? Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand
it. They did it to Dawn Breaker.
They did.
They did it to the Rock's daughter.
I still think they did. Well, would you want to come in with the name Johnson?
Well, fair. But I mean,
you know what I mean? If I'm one of the Rock's children and I want to break into the business, I am not using his name. That's an instance where I understand. I understand.
Don't you forget to follow the action in YTD.
Could use my via, but people would still know immediately. Well, I mean, people knew anyways, but I don't know. That's to me, that's a big shadow to have to climb out of. Whether you're using Peter Maivia's name or you're using the Johnson name, I don't know. Goddamn.
Yeah,
I mean, she's already going to get critiqued enough as she comes up through the ranks, right? Because she's not her father. You know, she may be eventually really good, but she's never going to be her father, so she needs to be able to create her own legacy, her own persona, and try to gap that bridge type of thing. But Stripe says, yeah, those are shoes you could not fill at. Well, that's what I mean. In that, like, I'm surprised Charlotte Flair kept the Flair name, to be honest, at least in the beginning, because again, Ric Flair is your father. That's a big a shadow to have to climb out of. Stripe says The Rock is hype. He is. That is true. That is true. All right, here we go. Fourth match of the evening. Trip to the women's tag team division. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a tornado tag team matchup. It is Skywolf from Team Soul Embers and Team Girly Girl. It is Stephanie Wolf and Ashley Sky riding high against the Outlaws, Svetlana Vedrozka and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Tag team championships on the line. Oni, what do you think? Do you think Skywolf can regain those titles? Or do you think Svetlana and... I know. A tough one and a good one. Yeah. But what do you think? If you were forced to choose, if somebody twisted your arm, yo, Granola! What's going on, Granola? Welcome in. You're early. I thought you weren't done until 10 p.m. your time.
Chance to win a channel redemption.
It's 10:38 p.m. my time.
Is it? You're an hour behind? I thought you were 2. Okay.
Yeah, no, 1 hour.
Okay, my bad. So I saw your message, and so I put on the No Holds Barred section of Discord that I had forgotten you were at work tonight. So I said, so that you're able to join the show and have a good time with everybody else. I said, we're going to start a little bit later. We're going to go with our usual time slot. I do like to go early sometimes, but our usual 10:30 time slot is just fine. And specifically tonight, just fine.
I appreciate that. Now, hey, Arch, I do have to ask you a question.
Sure.
Did you throw the forklift, or did you think it was a train and suplex it?
I know. I saw people going off in the throne room and on No Holds Barred. No, it takes a forklift to put Archer on his ass. That actually fucking hurt. I was sore for the rest of the day. Like I'm fine now. Like I can still feel where it rammed into me, kind of. You know what I mean? How you still kind of feel, but it doesn't. Nothing hurts. I didn't break anything. I didn't get a concussion or anything like that. I didn't have a headache but my body did ache the rest of the day. It was damn well sore.
I'll bet. And hello Strife, hello Froggy.
That was stupid too, because I'm walking by this Pepsi guy and I waved at him even, and he waved back. I said, I'm just walking by. He waved up. He goes, okay, and then he proceeds to fucking ram me into a whole skid of 2-bite brownies.
You needed a snack.
So it could have been worse, right? I could have got rammed into something like a sack of potatoes that would have probably broke my ribs or some fucking thing. So I'll take the 2-bite brown, but I'll tell you, I was some pissed off. But so many people reacted right away, including management, that I had to restrain my thoughts in myself, because my first thought was, I'm gonna rip his fucking throat out. And but then I pulled myself out of the fucking brownies and looked around. I was like, oh fuck, there's people everywhere. So I was like, okay, we're gonna let Pepsi guy go for now. We don't need to lose our job today, anyways. But yeah, I was some pissed off. And then they wanted me to do an incident report, and I finally talked them out of that. I said, listen, if you need to send me home, send me home. Because if I get an incident report, then I got to get a doctor's note. That means I wouldn't have been able to work tomorrow, because there's no way I'm getting a doctor's appointment. Because it's Thanksgiving here. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Today's Thanksgiving. So there's no doctor's appointment. That means I would... And then I'm off 3 days after that, because Mrs. Archer's having surgery on Wednesday. And I'm gonna be with her, and then I'm gonna be with her for a couple days after before I go back to work, just to make sure she's okay and she's taken care of. And so nothing short of what she would do for me. So, but it has to be done. But so we may do a couple of extra shows this week. Maybe. We'll see.
I
how
do
Mrs.
hope
Archer's
everything goes
doing.
well for Mrs. Archer.
Yeah.
And I do have to ask, I hadn't heard anything. How's Father Archer?
Well, as far as I know, he's doing. We haven't spoke to him a couple days actually. So, but he has a hard time talking on the phone because the machine he's on, the thing he uses for sleeping, it dries the shit out of his throat. I know he was online today. He was on Messenger or Facebook at some point, but I haven't been able to talk to him. He wasn't answering the phone. But so as far as I know, he's doing. They kept delaying his surgery. I don't know. I'm assuming he hasn't had it yet. Maybe he has. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's not answering the phone. He's still kind of recuperating. But
that could be too.
I do know he was on Facebook.
Good news is no news is good news.
True, that is true. So the only thing you've missed so far, first 3 matches of the night. Amber Extreme went 1-on-1 with Rhea Ripley. Falls Count Anywhere. Rhea put her junior world championship on the line. Amber Extreme beat Rhea Ripley. B. Jackson, in literally the blink of an eye, just about decapitated Lita with a fucking super kick to the face and defended her Legends Championship, tied the Wolfman Alan Severn for 12 Legends and 11 Championship title defenses, and continues to leave a huge legacy, not just in the women's division, but that Legends title is so prestigious to this point. I mean, she's going to have to stay on her A game, because those girls are going to be gunning for that title. And then the matchup you just missed right before this one was Elijah Archer defending for the 22nd time against Bruno Sammartino. And he ended up beating Bruno Sammartino, so he's gone through 23 straight Legends with 22 straight title defenses.
Oh, man.
It is fucking nuts. So far, I think his toughest match was actually probably Undertaker. I thought Undertaker was winning that match. I really did. And then somehow Archer pulled it off at the end, but it was very, very interesting. Jesse the Body Ventura gave him a good go too, actually, now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. He did.
Unfortunately, Wolfman had an off night.
Alan Severn, well, I talked about that earlier. He's also defeated some streamer team legends. He beat Damien. Yeah. He beat Wolfman Alan Severn. I think Jay Simmons is currently the Junior Legends champion, I think.
I don't know. But, their match should have been much better than it turned out to be.
Yeah. Severn definitely had an off night. And now we have our 4th match of the night for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Tag Team Championship. Tornado Tag Team matchup, too, by the way. So all 4 ladies are going to be in the ring at the same time, going at it. Skywolf versus the Outlaws. What's your pick for this match, Little?
Well, I gotta go with Skywolf. I love the name.
Skywolf? It is a very cool name. I was impressed with that when he first delivered that name to me. I was like, that is awesome. He just took their 2 last names. But how fitting is that? Skywolf. And they've looked very good in there. I mean, they were already world champions. They were dethroned. Now they're looking to regain. But then you got Svetlana and Dr. Britt Baker that are a fantastic duo. So it's an interesting matchup. I don't know who to pick with this, and I'll be honest. I don't know. This is one of those matches I'm going to take a pass on, actually, and I don't usually do that. Actually, I usually call you out for that shit. I'm going to take a pass on this one. I can't I I could pull a Boss Apollo. I'd like to see Skywolf win because it'd be cool to see them become 2-time World Tag Team Champions in such a short time. I'd also like to see Svetlana and Britt Baker defend the titles because they make a great duo. They work like a well-oiled machine. Great team. Both have great streamer teams. As far as who's going to win, I don't know.
I have no clue. That's the thing. You know, I decided to just choose one that I'm going to root for.
Oni, what about you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass as well.
You're passing this one too? Yeah, me too. I just can't choose. It's such a great, it's a very, very good matchup first and foremost. And again, they've both accomplished a lot. They continue to accomplish things together. So it should be a good fight. Bar none, period. Good fight, very least. So yeah, I'm passing.
Right out of the bat, but I see Svetlana over there, and that's
I know
that right there.
Russian bombshell.
Alone. Yeah, the Russian
crazy.
diamond.
The Russian diamond.
Yes.
To be more specific and factual. But anyways, yeah, I'm taking a pass. I agree with you. It's a tough one. I'd like to see them both win, but that can't happen. There must be, oh, well, that's just a draw, but, you know, we don't want to see that shit happen. And it's pretty hard to have a draw in a Tornado Tag Team matchup, regardless. So, there's that, too, right? But, all right, here we go. Let's find out who it's going to be. Either Skywolf or Svetlana and Dr. Britt, the Outlaws, who are putting their titles on the line. They're either going to walk out with the titles still around their waist, or Skywolf will become 2-time World Tag Team Champions. It's going down right now. Let's go. All right, Global, I'm glad you're here because you can entertain Oni and the masses for a few moments. I'm actually going to go grab myself a drink. I do not have one. And we were talking about food and beverages earlier. Not only am I now hungry, I am thirsty. So
I am enjoying some cold ham and pineapple pizza.
Nice. That's a Hawaiian pizza.
Yes, it's what my parents had for dinner, and I'm having the leftovers.
Yeah. What I like to do is add bacon and have ham, bacon, and pineapple. A lot of people say, oh, pineapple doesn't go on a pizza. Then you've never had ham, pineapple, and bacon together on a pizza. Because
that's actually how Hawaiians, we add bacon to ours. So we have Canadian bacon, ham, pineapple, and regular bacon.
Yeah, it is delicious. You know, I'm not a big pineapple fan, don't get me wrong. I do like fresh pineapple. Fresh. Not from a fucking can, not out of a goddamn bag, not from a freezer, from a fucking pineapple. Fresh. That is pretty good, but you know, again, if it's left in the fridge for the next day, I won't eat it. It has to be fresh. The day that you slice that pineapple up, I'll eat it. Aside from that, I won't. I don't mind pineapple flavored things, but pineapple on with bacon and ham, with marinara sauce and double cheese is the way to rock and roll. Fluffy crust too, because then you can dip the crust. I don't mind thin crust, but I prefer a nice fluffy crust, and I can dip that shit in a dip of some sort. But anyways, now you're making me hungrier. I should ban you. I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Enjoy the match, guys. Enjoy Oni.
Have fun, guys.
I meant I want to ban Oni. It's his fault. But I'll be right back.
It was good to you this morning. Oh, he's always good to me, Cole. Though I'm pretty sure Saxon ended up with coal in his stocking.
I do hope everybody's having a great night.
Yeah, well, a couple of things. First of all, that entrance just threw me off, seeing Svetlana doing the Bella Twin dance. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I have work in like less than 6 hours.
The following contest is a Tornado Tag Team match.
No, take that back.
And is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Click.
Oh, I go in at 11 tomorrow morning.
I go in at 6,
their opponents,
and it is 11.
They are the World Tag Team Champions, the Outlaws.
Tomorrow will be my first full shift where I'm actually standing pretty much the whole shift.
Hey, Life!
Life?
Emote fan.
Live is great.
So here we go. The champs set to defend their tag titles. Obviously, no one can doubt the chemistry that the champions have. You can't become champions in the tag team division without having that chemistry.
That's
Being
life.
that yin to each other's
That's
yang
life.
is a primary reason why they hold those titles.
Name's a good.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you know what.
Yeah.
It's live.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Well,
Man, a little extra
the thing is, there is no bad song from the chairman of the
Joker for
board.
life. Hello, friends.
Yeah, no.
Textbook
Ryan
side
Phillips, Richard Dillon's Ben Archer
I
again.
get there's just some that I like more than others.
Oh, yeah.
No, we didn't ban Archer. I made him thirsty, so he's going to put himself in a beverage. Like I was telling everybody, I'm trying to get myself drunk so I can go to bed, so I can get up early for work.
Oh, look at this here,
Well,
arm wrench.
I think the
Here's a
caffeine,
fine
the
line
Dr.
between
Pepper, that
strain and pain. When your shoulder is worked like that.
putting alcohol.
Say goodnight. Sleeper hold is applied.
Yeah.
Oh, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
That might be.
Tap time. This is the worst case scenario.
I mean, I have allergy medicine. I'm about to take it.
Challenger eating up some damage. That's gonna hurt.
No, probably not. You want to be able to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
The sleeper hold is cinched in. Time to go night-night.
The sleeper hold is in. This could be bad. Oh my goodness, this may be over quick. Can she hang on? She won't let go. She's squeezing for dear life. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake. Tombstone and route. She manages to get control.
I guess a rather exciting day. I didn't really do much. I dropped my cable TV set,
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
but I upgraded my internet to the best package. So usually my cable bill is around $203.19.
Superstars can perform with such ease. Caught in a
Wow.
bad position here. Driven down face first.
I'm sure that's next.
Had it scouted as the challenger
Money in my pocket.
Is this it? And
I can
she's
just
not done
grab
yet.
it up.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on.
I mostly watch TV.
Tubi is awesome.
Avoids the contact.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of movies on TV. Yesterday I was watching really long
She is ready.
Nice. Yeah.
Getting back into the
I had to
ring.
go to the store yesterday. I left it on for the cat.
DDT. This could be. From the top.
There you go. Yeah, let cats be entertained.
Stopped in their tracks.
Yeah.
Arm trap.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 202 the number to win a YTV championship matches. 1-1.
The challenger being outclassed here.
She's been on the bad end.
Computer's being slow as hell.
Oh, that might have just broken something. She wants to finish this.
Middle rope. She scores big with the counter.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Archer.
Tried to go as quick as possible.
I'm just kinda here going.
So what did I miss?
And back in the ring
I was
we go.
thirsty.
Not much.
It was a necessary break.
Life showed up.
Life showed up. Life is here. Life is great. Is in the house. What's going on, Life? Welcome in. I love my popping, my head in chat. Everyone is so excited to see me. Of course we're excited to see you. By the way, are you still doing stage rehearsals for your next stage performance?
Skipping the rest.
Everybody shut up.
Smoothies.
No Beast is here.
Hello, Archer.
Snow Beast is in the house. I'm just kind of here. Don't mind me, he says. What's going on, Snow Beast? And by the way, Snow Beast, tell us your thought process on Lila Frost becoming the brand new YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Champion. Yo, Honeybee, thank you for the subscription. 6 months in a row for Honeybee Wrestling. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Appreciate that very, very much. Thanks for shouting out, Honeybee. By the way, mods, do your jobs. Have you guys been shouting people out? I haven't even, actually, I didn't even think to ask until right now when I saw, I mean, we know that Sir Jack the Greatest shouted me out at the beginning of the stream. How dare he, trying to fill the shoes of the great Granola who is not present to even enjoy the moment. We should ban him. At very least, we should drop a house on him. And there will be a command coming very soon to do so. There will be a command coming very soon to drop a house on Sir Jack. Just so you know ahead of time. Thanks, Granola, for the special shout out. I do like popping those out. Granola, do not entertain the already given antics by one Sir Jack the Greatest. Not amusing. Honeybee says, how's everyone? I mean, I'm doing fantastic. I don't speak for Glenn or Oni, but I mean, they can answer for themselves.
Not too bad, Honeybee. A little bit sore. I'm not used to standing.
That's true. Now, hopefully you got yourself a nice, comfortable pair of shoes to wear for when you do have to do that for a nice period of time.
I've got a pair of tennis shoes that I've been wearing, and like today I put 2 pairs of socks on the one foot because it was really bothering me.
When you can. You work at Walmart, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe they have a line of Dr. Scholl's insoles there. When you can, just grab some. They're actually a pretty good price at Walmart, and they're really good.
Oh, I'll be getting an insole probably in 2 weeks. You know, I get paid the 26th.
Right. Yeah. So, now, if you don't mind me asking, because minimum wage just went up here again, because our government likes to take money from us. So if they raise minimum wage, they get more taxes from us. Everybody else goes, oh, yay, minimum wage. And yeah, you're just losing more taxes, dumbasses. But anyways, our minimum wage just went up again, and they've already planned to put it up again next October. So that way they can continue to inflate our cost of living and everything else. They do like to do that. But anyways, what's your minimum wage there?
Minimum wage right now. I'd have to take a look.
I thought it was 78.
Holy shit, they did it. They did it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new TWA Wrestle Wars Genesis Women's World Tag Team Champions. And this is their second reign at the top of the food chain from Team Soul Embers and Team Girly Girl. It is Ashley Sky and Stephanie Wolf. They are Sky Wolf, and they are your new World Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to Soul and Girly Girl. And, of course, to Sky Wolf. Big win over the Outlaws. I didn't even see what happened at the end of the match there. I was paying attention, but then everybody started alerting me to the fact that, you know, Life's here, Honeybee's here. DJ Snow Beast is in the house. Sir Jack the Greatest is probably still here somewhere. Froggy Mothlegs is here. You can't forget Froggy.
So right now the minimum wage for the state I'm in is $13 an hour.
13 an hour?
Oh,
and then it goes up, the first of the year it goes up to 14.
Nice. What's the average over there for minimum wage? Or does it vary from state to state?
Each state has its own minimum. There's a federal, but I think the federal minimum wage is like $7.50 or something.
Wow.
$7.50?
Mine is behind left.
What? Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
High.
That's crazy. That's a little. I mean, you guys don't have. Like, I know it's increased in recent years, but your cost of living over there as far as housing goes isn't terrible in comparison to a lot of places. But
well, it depends where you're at.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I'm sure it's not cheap to live in California, for instance. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, not at all.
Our minimum wage here it just went up to $16.55. And they want to jump it to $17.50 next October, so 1 year in a year's time. But I mean, it just presents a whole bunch of different problems. First of all, again, they're taking more money from us. Number one, first and foremost. Number two, it hurts small businesses who have to try and keep up with this minimum wage.
Yeah.
And they're only making a certain amount of profit every year. So it drives small businesses into the ground. Even though they'll lie and say that it doesn't, and they're there to help the small businesses. Well, I know lots of small businesses that have collapsed after the government promised to help them with the increased costs of employee wages and everything else. It never happens. So they, and then you get these goddamn chains that sneak their way in and start taking over, and it's a shame, really. I'm not saying we should be living in poverty or anything like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But the more you increase the minimum wage, the more the government, especially here, likes to decide to inflate costs of housing and living in general. It's just, you can't win. It's just them collecting more taxes.
Yeah, the minimum wage goes up, which means that's more money that the supplier needs to spend.
Yeah.
So they bump their price up by that increase.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then the next chain in that supply, they're going to boost theirs, what they had to pay extra plus what the other one's charging extra. By the time it gets to you, $1 minimum wage, and you're paying an extra $5.50.
Right, and that's the truth, right? Like, it's just it's not just any one company that inflates their prices when they have to. You know what I mean? And as that's another thing, as minimum wages increase, as do costs of things like produce and everything else, because companies know they can up the price. People supposedly have more money, even though they really don't. So it's everything,
In California, they have the highest regular minimum wage at $15.50 an hour. But the governor just signed a law at the end of September increasing the fast food workers' minimum wage to $20 an hour.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever worked in fast food, and I know some people don't appreciate it, nor do they respect it. You get some rich people say stupid shit like it's a stepping stone job. Like, I'm sure every restaurant and franchise that started up thought, hey, I think we should become the next stepping stone fucking company. Like, a job is a job, motherfuckers. Let's see you do their job. But fast food workers often end up doing things way above and beyond their duties, other than flipping a burger or making some french fries or making some coffee. They're cleaning walls and floors and toilets and changing light bulbs and doing a bunch of bullshit they shouldn't have to do for the fucking wage they're making. It is it's high paced. Your life is kind of, it's tossed around by things like shift work and constantly changing days off. It presents a whole lot of problems, and it's not an easy job at all to work fast food. But do they deserve that, special minimum wage, that no other worker gets? What the fuck? Life says, hey, Archer, did you know most waiters make like $2.10 an hour here?
They get paid in
because it's a tip, and they get it's a lower minimum wage than they have.
That is
tips.
Fucking gaslight. Up here, you make your minimum wage plus your tips. Like, my wife makes a good paycheck every 2 weeks, but she also brings home sometimes $500 or $600 a week alone in tips. And that's the way it should be. A person should. Well, you make tips. Hoping that the customers are going to be good that week and actually tip them. Otherwise, they're not even making enough to survive. $2.10 an hour. What the fuck is $2.10 an hour?
Yeah,
what is this, 1950?
The way it works out, though, is it'll vary, because they actually get the minimum wage minus their tips. So if 1 week they get $1 in tips, no, I know, I'm just saying, 1 week you get them, $1 in tips.
That's fucking crazy.
They still make the minimum wage minus that $1.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, though. They should be paid better than that. Yeah, the federal minimum wage is $7.50. Then at least give them the $7.50.
Yes, $7.25.
Or sorry, $7.25 was it? Yeah, $7.25. So at least give them that. Like I said, up here they get their minimum wage plus their tips. That's just the way it works. It wasn't always that way. Don't get me wrong, but they still made more money than that. Like if let's say minimum back, I think the last time I remember being less than that was when minimum wage was probably around $10 an hour. So you're going back to the 90s. But I believe back then, waitresses and waiters did make a couple of bucks an hour less than minimum wage. So they're only making about $7 or $8 an hour plus their tips. But now the government's, you know, obviously changed their views on a lot of different employment opportunities. So now when it comes to waiters and bartenders and waitresses, they simply get their $1 per hour, and if they make tips, great. That's awesome for them because they can live a much more comfy lifestyle that way. So, like I said, Mrs. Archer makes a great paycheck every 2 weeks, and she still makes all those tips. So, it's pretty cool. Glenola Johnny joke has been redeemed, but before he does that, ladies and gentlemen, the next match of the evening is for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship from the women's division. It is the reigning, defending, and undisputed YTD Academy Live Pure Wrestling Champion Briar Rose challenging Mary Fuller for her television champion. It is champion versus champion. Briar Rose could become a double champ, or Mary Fuller could continue her streak of excellence and defend that title again because she already has a title defense under her belt. It is a fantastic match. What do you guys think? Is it going to be Briar Rose or is it going to be Mary Fuller? What do you guys think?
Mary Fuller, hands down.
Mary Fuller, hands down, okay.
I'll go with Briar Rose just because
she's looking a little demonic.
Mary Fuller.
She's looking a little demonic tonight, not to mention. I'm actually going to go with Briar Rose on this one. There's no Brian Rose. Brian is that's her younger brother. He's quite often in the crowd. But anyways, here we go. Briar Rose versus Mary Fuller. Champion versus champion with the Wrestle Wars Genesis Women's Television Championship on the line. Let's go. Froggy says, and that's when you're guaranteed a wage. I published 13 books in 14 months and got about $30 for it all. Really?
Oh, that sucks.
That does suck. Now, if you don't mind, what kind of books did you write? I mean, are you writing softcore porn over there? What are you writing? Is there pictures? Should we be buying your books, sir? Perhaps it is frog porn. It could be frog porn. It could be like 50 Shades of Green. I don't know. Yes, I went there. I had to go there. I had to say something.
Modern
Come on.
Sci-fi stuff. The Psychic series.
Life says, holy hell, don't let Rocca know you just said that. Said what?
Save the fucking world.
I mean, I chose Briar Rose.
None better in all of WWE right now.
Modern sci-fi stuff. The Psychic series, aka Neil and H save the fucking world.
Porn.
Also
Yes.
Bisexual vampire porn. Yes. Nice. I mean, vampires were already bisexual.
I've read their book.
I would say if you got a link for where they can be purchased, put it in the chat, put it in the Discord. You know, maybe we can get some sales.
Yeah, absolutely. Start advertising your work. Writers and songwriters and singers and musicians, and I mean, if you've got content to show off and you want to advertise that, this is your Discord. Advertise away.
The new jackpot number for a chance to
I
win
can put a few
redemption
things in the content.
202 the number to win a YTV
Yeah, Glola has
championship
put some stuff in there.
matches.
Some poems he's written, some jokes, lots of stuff. Absolutely.
Will do, homies.
Well, shit, we'll do, homies. Excellent, because then we can check it out. That'd be fantastic.
And before we go any further, I'd like to extend a very Merry Christmas to our
Strife likes the 50 Shades of Green comment, apparently. 50 Shades of Green by Froggy Mothlegs. Coming to a store near you. But anyways,
Maybe
Johnny Joke time.
I'm guessing he may have also done a remake of The Green Door.
Oklahoma.
He could very well have done that. The Green Door. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, you know what he could do? He could do like a parody of a Star Trek show, and he could have Kirk fucking Froggy.
She is the
Remember he used to fuck the green bitch all the time? Anybody that knows Star Trek knows that Captain Kirk got laid all the time. He fucked the shit out of the green bitch. He fucked the shit out of the green bitch. So it could be, in Froggy's version, it could be Kirk fucking a frog. I mean, you know, or a frog-looking humanoid, whatever. That could be entertaining. I would buy that for $1. But anyways.
I'd buy that for $1.
To be made that defending the title is even harder than winning it, wouldn't you say?
Jesus Christ, Brian Rose just like literally floated through the air to the top turnbuckle there. What was that about? Jesus Christ, some crazy shit going on in the ring right there. But anyways, Froggy says frog porn is a good idea though. We're working on our next one, how to make a centaur. Nice.
Well, you have a horse sitting there, or you have a person standing there, and they have a horse charged at full speed.
DJ Stumpy says, I'd buy it for $2. Humboldt's knocked it off, or knock it off. Doesn't say knocked, it says knock.
Quite an effective counter.
Yes, everybody watching the match, if you don't remember what a pure championship rules match is, that means disqualifications can happen, countouts can happen, and you have a 10-minute time limit to try and defeat the champion. If you cannot, they retain their title. That's just the way it works. It's like a beat-the-clock challenge almost. Froggy says, cast Dispel Magic on the arena. Oh, well, somebody did, because Briar Rose at the beginning of the match literally, like, flew through the air to the top turnbuckle. That was some weird shit. It was some weird shit.
Alrighty. Well, I'll go ahead and do this redeem real quick. So, teacher's giving a lesson on the circulation of blood. Trying to make the matter a little more interesting and clearer. Since now, class, if I stood on my head, the blood, as you probably know, would run into it, and I would turn red in the face. Class agreed, yeah, that it would happen. Then why is it when I'm standing upright in the ordinary position, the blood doesn't run into my feet? Johnny looks up and shouts, "'Cause your feet ain't empty?"
Oh my God. 'Cause my feet ain't empty. That's fucking funny. Good old Johnny jokes. And Oni, you've got yourself a tree of knowledge or rotten fruit, broski. So you have to tell a story, and it can be complete bullshit, it can be completely truthful, it can be a combination of the two. People in the chat room, including myself and Glenn, we have to decide whether you're feeding us a line of shit, whether you're telling us the truth, or maybe you're trying to trick us with a combination of the two.
In the world of romance, this is what we call
it could be anything.
I've seen that movie before. I gotta think of something now because that just came out of left field.
Left field. It did. But I mean, fair enough. I can go into the next, go to our next article while we're waiting. I still think Brian Pillman should still be using the name Pillman, but anyways, I'll move on from that. Because, I mean, I still think, I wish they'd change Braun Breaker's name to Braun Steiner. I really do. Keep the Braun name, it's cool, why not? But he should be Braun Steiner, I think. I think he should be allowed to carry on. He's proved himself enough. I think he's fantastic, actually, and I think they could do more with him if they would. I don't know what they're doing, Braun Breaker, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But,
this is going to come down to who wants both arms captured.
Just looking for something else interesting here.
If you're on Twitter, you can follow the Archerverse there as well.
So there was one time. So this is like back in 2017. Kane was doing his mayoral campaign over in Knox County.
Brown Steiner, no BS, would be a good tagline.
And one of the places he went to was this German restaurant called Linderholm, which was not far from where I lived. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. I'm going to meet Kane. Why not? So,
variants of stripes as the truth.
And meet the guy. And I had a conversation with him one time, and I was intoxicated because I had so many drinks before I got there early.
Right.
And
fair enough.
It was funny because I was like, I told him, I remember when I was watching you while I was in high school, and then he facepalmed me. I was when I hear a comment like that, you know, most still old. But then he was like, his wife did the same thing with Lefty Rhodes. So, yeah, I met Kane while I was drunk.
Variants of Strife just gave a tree of knowledge of rotten fruit to Froggy as well. Very cool. It's been a long time since somebody redeemed one for somebody in the chat. I think Glenola was the last one to do that to somebody. He wasn't on the broadcast for some reason or other. I can't recall. But he ended up redeeming one, I believe, on Joe Link.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Joe Link. Braun Steiner, no BS would be a good tagline. Yeah, I know, right? Braun Steiner, no BS.
There's one on me, too.
Oh, there is one on you, too. Who did that? Did you do that to yourself? You did it to yourself? Yeah. Nice.
But I'm gonna say true.
Yeah, me too. I'm true on that because there was some pretty good fluidity to the story. Now you may have snuck in a little tiny bit of bullshit maybe there somewhere, but for the most part, I think that's true. I think it was a good story too. It was a good story.
Anybody else want to take a guess?
What do you guys think? Is he telling us bullshit or is he telling us the truth? You guys have to decide.
Isn't Braun Breaker the son of one of the Steiner brothers?
Isn't Braun Breaker the son of one of the Steiner brothers? Yes, he is. He's the son of Rick Steiner. And he looks like Rick Steiner, but he sounds like Scott Steiner. It's really weird. Stripe says you're lying. Yeah.
I think a mix of both.
DJ thinks a mix of both. Wow, look at that. While we're waiting for everybody else to take a shot at whether or not Oni is pulling your leg or telling you the truth, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and new TWA Wrestle Wars Genesis television champion from Team Rocca, Briar Rose, your new reigning defending double champion, holding the YTD Academy Live Pure Wrestling Championship and now the TWA Wrestle Wars Genesis television championship at the same time. Congratulations to Team Rocca. And, of course, Briar Rose, the new double champion. Well, Glenola, you and I would have been right even if you did do it just because he chose Mary Fuller. Either way, we both were right on that one.
Okay, Arthur. I'm going to briefly repeat the story one more time.
Oh, Life didn't hear the story? Yeah, go ahead. Well, it looks like I have a tree of knowledge of rotten fruit now, too.
So what happened is Kane was doing his mayoral campaign in Knox County. So he was doing a meet and greet over at this restaurant, which is not far from my house. So I decided to go over there, but I was really early. So I was at the bar, had me quite a few drinks, and then he shows up. So it was like a big line, of course. So I go to the meeting, I was intoxicated. And I remember saying, hey, I remember watching you when you was in high school. And he facepalmed me. I mean, it wasn't really a bad interaction, but he facepalmed me because he felt old. But he's like, well, my wife did the same thing to Bucky Rose. But yeah, so basically, short story, I met Kane drunk.
Yo, France! France with 2 L's is in the house. What's going on, France? Redeem swear jar. I see you, France. I am not falling for your shenanigans, sir.
No.
I won't do it.
Okay. I'm going to tell the answer now. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can tell us the answer, yeah.
Life thinks it's true.
Life thinks it's true,
It
yeah.
is true.
We were just thinking about
I live
that.
5 minutes from Knox County, where Mayor Jacobs
I think it is true.
So...
Joe Link also
where
thinks
he
it's
was
true.
at is like not far from me at all. So I've actually met Kane twice.
Nice.
One of the nicest people I have ever met from wrestling. I've met a lot of wrestlers, but he is one of the absolute nicest.
Glenola's brother also met Kane when he was the mayor of what the hell is the name of the town?
Knox County.
Knox County, that's it.
Yeah. There's actually a picture of my younger brother standing with Kane.
That's awesome.
Brandy asked Kane if he could take the picture because I was a fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
Actually, can you?
My brother's down in Knoxville. I think he's in Knoxville or Clinton, maybe.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, I don't know. It's right around there.
Okay.
So.
If you don't mind, you should post that picture on Discord. I know. I think you
I'll
have
post that
already
again.
before.
It's already in there, but
somewhere, yeah. I think people would have to scroll back pretty far to find it, but yeah, you should post that for sure. And if you've never seen Glenola before, he literally looks like Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He could enter a Jim the Anvil Neidhart lookalike contest and easily win, especially if you put him in a pair of black and pink tights. That would be funny too, by the way. That'd be funny as hell to see you in a pair of pink and black tights. But yeah, Glenn looks like Jim the Anvil Neidhart. It's pretty funny.
So I'll go ahead and do my tree of knowledge.
Yep, go ahead, yeah.
This is a short one, but quite a few years ago, the great linebacker Dick Butkus bought me a beer.
Okay.
That's the story.
That's the whole story?
Actually, I will add one addendum. He unknowingly bought me a beer.
Yeah, Strafe, I seen it. France thought he was funny. He's trying to sneak in here with a swear jar. Did not work, though. I was catching up with chat and saw him put it in there. He's not catching me.
Bullshit.
DJ says BS. Strife says true. I see what you did there, DJ. I'm not falling for your antics.
True. Hell doesn't count.
I'm not reading that.
True.
It's a place. Lol.
Life says HD double hockey 6 doesn't count. They decided it's a place. Did I say that word? Is that why we're discussing it? Did I say that? I don't even remember saying it.
Follow the action in YTV
I don't know.
Flash of
I don't know either.
I was paying that close attention.
URL Thurcherverse 575 skipping the rest.
Joling says
Joling
true.
says true.
Also.
Life says you did numerous times. Whoops.
Numerous times. Lol.
But I mean, as you stated, it is a place. It is a residence for certain people. You know. Oni, Oni's got a swear jar. Oh, you did it to yourself.
He's doing my stunt.
He did. He stole your stunt. He's trying to steal your thunder.
That's my break times. I'll do a swear jar on myself.
See if you can beat it.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, so I guess I'll do a quick tree of knowledge of rotten fruit.
Okay, hold on. I haven't.
Oh, you haven't finished. Sorry.
It, you know.
Right. Well, at first you were like
What do you
1 and
think,
none.
Archer?
Well,
no, the story is done. That he unknowingly bought me a beer.
List of champions
I say
from each
true.
Respective brand. Simply type.
Okay, Life saying true.
WCW or YT into the chat.
The incident happened, but it didn't happen to me.
oh, okay. So
It happened to my dad. This was actually before he was a big time linebacker. He was in college at the time, and my dad was at a bar with some buddies down by the University of Illinois, and Dick Butkus saw one of the guys there at the table that had tutored him. So he sent a pitcher of beer over to the table.
Nice.
Dad didn't meet him or anything like that, but
Right, yeah.
Dick Butkus bought him a beer.
That's awesome. That is friggin' awesome. That's a good story for telling around the, if you're sitting around with a bunch of guys drinking beer. How many people can say Dick Butkus bought me a beer?
New jackpot number for a chance to win a channel with
Good story.
choices.
3 different people, one other famous name that I know of buy him a beer, and then one where he got a free beer at the guy's bar. At Peyton's place, Walter Payton's bar, the bouncer bought him a beer.
That's very cool.
And then Ditka at his restaurant bought him a beer. I don't know what that situation was about, but he got a beer from Ditka.
My tree story.
Very
I have
cool.
a best in show ribbon from the Tree County Fair.
Froggy says, my tree story, I have a best in show ribbon from the Tri-County Fair. I'm going to call BS on that. Nobody's giving you a ribbon.
I'm going to say true. He was the best Froggy in show.
The best Froggy in show. Oni, what do you think?
Oni's banned.
Oh, did he get himself? He banned himself, didn't he? He cursed on purpose.
He did.
How dare
he? He pulled my stunt.
Oni says lie.
Best in show for what? Lol.
Oni says you're lying, Froggy. You are BSing us. Life says, best in show for what?
Baking.
Baking. He's making frog cookies. Making frog cookies.
True, but I'm curious.
It's kind of like oatmeal chocolate chip, but there's flies in there. A little extra protein. It's not too bad. I think it's true, but I'm curious. I say BS. Nobody's giving Froggy a ribbon.
Froggy, I do have to ask this, but are you a master fly fisher?
That is a great question. And Strife also says true, Froggy. So it looks like you got a couple lies. You got some true in there.
Say, laugh, question mark and all.
Baking. Then say a question mark and all.
I'm a competent fly fisher, laugh.
I'm a competent fly fisher, nice. Now tell us, Froggy, was it true or BS?
Don't know about fly fishing, but they are a master baiter.
Don't know about fly fishing, but they are a master baiter. Nice.
And Froggy says it's true.
It's true. It is true. Okay, let's see. Where can I go here? Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit? Let's go. All right, so there I was away with some people, a lot of people, a couple of years ago, and I was attending a seminar, actually. And at that seminar, there was a gentleman there by the name of Bob Wall.
Live is great.
Now, for those who don't know who Bob Wall is, Bob Wall played a character well known to many martial arts movie fanatics. He played a character called O'Hara in the movie Enter the Dragon. And I met him and had conversations with him, had my picture taken with him, and had a very interesting afternoon with him, actually, while I was there. But yeah, I met Bob Wall, who played O'Hara, which is, of course, the man that Bruce Lee's character kills in the movie. So, he's played in other movies too, but everybody remembers, I mean, Enter the Dragon is still one of the best still martial arts movies of all time. But most people love that movie.
I preferred Return of the Dragon.
Which was actually
original. Revenge of the Dragon.
Yeah, it was Return in North America, but it was actually called The Way of the Dragon in China. Was the actual translation to it. But they thought it would sell better as Return of the Dragon because, of course, the success of Enter the Dragon, etc.
Yeah.
But
I just thought that, to me, that was better of the two.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my story. That I met Bob Wall, had my picture taken with him, and had conversation and an interesting afternoon with him.
I know the answer, so I am going to abstain.
Fair enough. Yeah, I told this story a long time ago. But what do you guys think? Strife, Froggy, Life, DJ, Oni,
True.
Sir Jack the Greatest, Joe Link. What do you guys think? France? Is it
Truth.
Complete BS? Or am I telling you the truth?
Strife says true. Oni says true. Froggy says true. Snowbee says he believes it.
Yeah. Anybody else want to take a crack at it? In the meantime, while we're waiting for more people to decide if I'm telling the truth or bull crapping them, I don't know if that swear jar is up yet, so I'll stick with bull crapping for now. Next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is for the WrestleWars Genesis Women's World Championship. It is going to be a slobber knocker. We've got the coldest bitch on the planet, January, from Team Infinite Oni, riding high with her partner in crime in tow, B. Jackson, the reigning defending Legends champion, defended her Legends title for the 11th time tonight, tying the Wolfman Alan Severn for Legends Championship title defenses, taking on Kaiva Blade from, of course, Team Sir Jack the Greatest, representing the Blade Runners, and of course her partner in crime, Alice Blade in tow. World Championship is on the line in this matchup.
And Froggy says you're safe, Arch.
I'm safe now? Excellent. I don't have to say crapping or BS anymore.
Joling says lie. But it
Joling
sounds
says
believable.
lie? But it sounds believable? Okay. Now, I'm trying to remember what this... I believe this might be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Maybe it's not. It might be pure championship rules. I can't remember. This might be a pure championship rules matchup.
It doesn't say there, so...
No, it doesn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You have to catch it before you... When it shows the entirety of the card, you got to kind of catch it there first, but anyways.
And I tried to ignore that.
You try... Yeah. I don't often look at it either, which is why I get confused with some of the matches. Sometimes I should probably pay more attention to it, but, you know, as the host and all. But anyways, here we go. Next match tonight for the Women's World Championship. January versus Kaiva Blade. Let's go. Alright, so, the story is true. Yeah. I was at a seminar called Capital Conquest a few years back, and I mean, I've met many people there, but he happened to be there that year, and he was, of course, being honored and being inducted into a Martial Arts Hall of Fame. So he was there doing a signing and handing out copies of Enter the Dragon that he'd signed and posters and whatnot. And I had a great afternoon with him. I had some great conversations and had my picture taken with him, of course. So I'll dig that up and I'll post it on the Discord. I think I have already, but again, much like Glenola's picture, it's probably way back. So I'll post it on Discord. So there we go. That is fulfilled.
Yeah. Froggy says he wasn't 100% on the name, but he remembered the story.
He remembered the story, yeah. It's been a while since I told that one. But yeah, it's a true story. And look at this. Junior Legends Champion and Legends Champion. Side by side. Isn't that fucking cool? I'm wondering if she's ever going to pull the trigger on challenging B, or if she's going to defend that title and wait for B to lose the title and try to capitalize. I don't know. But the Junior Legends Championship is definitely up for defense, if not being cashed in soon. We'll have to see what Team Infinite Oni decides on that one.
Also, guys, I would say that competing on Christmas has to be a tremendous thrill. I can't speak for
Life says, hey Archer, I bought a mug. Oh, did you? You bought a TWA mug? Or is it a Wrestle Wars Genesis mug? I forget. Fantastic. That is awesome. I don't even know if the merch thing has popped up. Oh, there it is right there.
It's a Hive mug.
So if you scroll up a little bit there, depending on if you're on a device or not, you might not have to, but you can check out the latest craze in TWA merch, and you can get a coffee cup, a tea, or a ball cap.
Here comes trouble.
Oh, it's a hype mug, is it? See, I forgot what it even was. I wasn't sure if it was a Genesis mug or hype mug, or what it was really, for that matter. But very cool. Thank you very much, Life. We appreciate you.
I said earlier.
Oni says, I said earlier I was cashing it in. Okay. Fantastic. Because we're going to be doing YTD Academy Live Clash of the Titans tomorrow night. Probably around the same time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a fantastic evening, and that could be a matchup we can add to that card, Oni, if you would like. If you would like.
January versus Briar Rose.
Redeem TWA Television Championship Singles Op. January versus Briar Rose. Now that is a fight. That right there is a fight. That's crazy.
This is great.
But I'm down with that.
Hey, Arch, just a question. Any word on when the newest member of the Wolfpack is debuting?
When I get it.
The newest member of the Wolfpack. I'm trying to remember here. Conversations and inking contracts. Who are we discussing?
And her opponent, Bismarck, North Dakota.
The original, two managers.
Right. Yes, the hardcore icon tables. So I don't know. There's been rumors swirling.
Okay.
He's been trending worldwide since being brought up last week. But I've never been given the absolute concrete as to whether or not Tables is actually making his return.
Well, he's agreed to come back.
He has agreed to come back?
Yes, the Wolfman made him an offer.
Did he now? Well, damn.
The Wolfman is offering him a title shot. Whatever title he wants.
Well, that should certainly put the entire men's roster on notice. Even for Lobo Dexter, I mean, Tables was a savage. That dude was a savage. Light says, hey, I was right. Froggy says, y'all wonder why Poindexter's fight style has changed?
Will that be the case?
Has he been training with Tables? That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, it would be great to see Tables back in action. We did. They would be.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. The Wolfman's looking forward to it.
By the way, I think that makes Life the first person to buy some of the TWA merch, I think. I'll have to check. No. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that she might be the first.
Well, I don't know if I'll get merch right away, Archer, but I am going to be subbing as soon after I get my check.
Fantastic. So yeah, you can get a hype mug, you can get a t-shirt that has the YTD Academy and Wrestle Wars Genesis logos on it, or you can buy a TAV Wrestling Alliance ball cap.
I can't. No, I'm subbed right now, Life, but I'm going to set it up, you know. But yeah, as for the merch, I can't do a shirt because none of these places have shirts in my size.
He needs extra small.
I was gonna say laugh.
And you know, go the other way. I need a 5XLT.
5XLT.
And finding a XLT or an LT is hard enough. You know, that long tall.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
And you know, they.
Well, this clearly isn't a pure championship for his match. Perhaps it's a regular one-on-one matchup between these two savages. Two count on January by the champion. I tell you, Kaiba has been a dominant champion since winning that title. Beef with Dexy, is that why we haven't seen Kyle for weeks? Well, we've seen Kyle. Kyle became the he became the Grand Prix Wrestling champion. He beat Humboldt's. That was a good match too. Really good match.
Outside of matches, we met.
Yeah,
oh, outside of matches. Gotcha. Okay.
Now, which title was that, Archer?
Which one?
That Kyle won?
I believe he's the Grand Prix champion.
Grand Prix. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, because he beat Humboldt's, and he was the Grand Prix champion for quite a spell, actually. Humboldt's the Arcade. Stripe says, yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Kyle hasn't been hanging around.
Kyle hasn't been hanging around with Dex. Didn't want to bring it up because it's touchy, apparently.
Rainbow beat Humboldt's.
Rainbow beat Humboldt's? Oh, that's right. That's right. Johnny Rainbow beat Humboldt's. Kyle Riley beat Johnny Rainbow. That is correct. That is correct.
A chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 202 the number to win a YTD championship
that should say Strife won one of those.
Skipping the rest.
Apparently I didn't fix that.
They had a triple threat. Kyle is Ralph. Kyle. Lobo Dex versus
Speaking of which, let's see what my numbers are tonight. 082. Unlucky.
Who's lucky Archer West? There are some amazing and fun channel.
And 626 unlucky. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm in the running for the 111. I keep looking at the 202. Yeah, so I'm close to the 111. So if nobody beats 082 and I win that jackpot, of course I will either give it to the next person closest to me, or I will simply choose a winner. And that would be for the YTD Championship off. 004. That one's unlucky. 893 unlucky. 435 unlucky. 276. 276 is unlucky by a little bit.
There's a redeemed for a Grand Prix title match.
Is there?
Good luck.
Hold on
Yeah.
a
There are some amazing and fun chants skipping the
Lobo
grass.
Dex versus
Program
Kyle
just
Riley.
stirring the pot.
Wow.
Play.
Well, again, YTD Academy Live Clash of the Titans will be tomorrow night, so we can take care of that matchup pretty much immediately if we want to. Make sure you put that in the redemption section.
You know I have to stir the pot once in a while, life.
That is definitely a way to stir the pot. Definitely a way to stir the pot. Life says, Glenoli, you bastard. Froggy says they got so close. Well, they're going to duke it out now. It is going to be a fight. Lobo Dexter versus Kyle Riley. That's not even going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be a fight. A scrap. It'll be a brawl. May as well make it a backstage brawl. Except for you can't have a title on the line in a backstage brawl, so that's no fun.
Yeah. Even the Wolfpack's got to fight each other once in a while. And
well, that's happened many a times, actually. Many a times.
So, might
Not
as
wrong at all.
well.
Kyle's in a strange spot right now.
I was going to say something, I forgot. Oh, did you guys see that apparently WWE is making plans to honor Bray Wyatt with new Firefly Funhouse angles? So I'm assuming this is probably going to be Uncle Howdy that'll continue the legacy and continue to pay homage to Bray Wyatt. And I think most people either know or assume that Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas, which is Bray Wyatt's younger brother. But anyways, let's find out what this is about. So this is ringsidenews.com. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and still TWA Women's World Champion from Team Sir Jack the Greatest, Kaiva Blade, representing the Blade Runners, is still your reigning defending champion. Congratulations to Sir Jack the Greatest. And of course, Kaiva Blade, big win over the coldest bitch on the planet, January, to retain her title. Amazing. Congratulations.
Israel, Brown should become the Fiend's new host and Uncle Howdy.
Alright, so anyways, again, this is Felix Upton that wrote this article. It says, Bray Wyatt passed away with so many stories left to be told. Some of those creative ideas may actually come to life on WWE television after all, because there are apparently still ideas for some of Bray Wyatt's concepts. Ringside News exclusively reported that we were told by a tenured member of the creative team that I'm sure someone has proposed a creative concept to reintroduce Uncle Howdy into the creative fold, so I was right there. However, the notion of Uncle Howdy's comeback is not originating from higher ups, it's emerging from these proposals. Triple H is receptive to listening to ideas rather than imposing them. Naturally, imposing has historically been Vince McMahon's approach, but WWE is currently experiencing a new era where ideas are flowing more openly, which they should be anyways. BWE noted behind their private X account that the Firefly Funhouse, we're going to rename it, the Firefly Funhouse and Wyatt 6 ideas are still on the table. Now it appears that it is only a matter of time before they deliver those stories. The quote is, the idea of the Funhouse and Wyatt 6 are still on the table. All parties agreed to move on with it and deliver what's best to honor the name of Bray Wyatt. It's a matter of timing now. Ringside News exclusively reported in September how far along Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy's plans got. Sadly, they didn't get to do much before Wyatt had to leave WWE television, and sadly, he never returned. Our thoughts are still with JoJo Offerman, Bray Wyatt's children, and his entire family. The world lost a great man, and the pro wrestling universe is still revolving around them as they offer as much support as possible. Only time will tell if Bray Wyatt 6 sees the light of day eventually, or if the Firefly Funhouse, I said it again, what the fuck is worth, why do I keep saying Flun? Firefly Flun It's like a fucking tongue twister. But anyways, or if the Firefly Funhouse ever returns, it would certainly be a lot different if Bryant... Fuck, now I'm combining his... I should just not read the rest of this article. His name is now Bryant. It's not Bray Wyatt, it is Bryant. If Bray Wyatt was still with us. Ringside News will have complete coverage that includes any show, including WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and every premium live event. So, of course, they're going to keep us updated on what they find out about the Firefly Funhouse. I said it again. And that time I said it slowly, which is fucked up. Firefly Funhouse. Fun House. But anyways, what do you guys think? What's your take on WWE bringing the Wyatt 6 stable to the table? Do you think it's a good idea? And do you think that it comes to fruition? What do you guys think?
Well, I'm mixed.
You're mixed on this one?
Because, you know, it's on paper it sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
However,
Public Enemy versus
Bo Dallas,
Come on, Archer.
just from the past, I don't have confidence in him being able to really...
Stable to
You shut your mouth, Froggy. How dare you? Willow says, new Archerverse match type.
F is for fire that burns down the whole
Humboldt's
town.
Leo the King 4x4 hardcore elimination match against the Occult. I mean, the Public Enemy got to re-sign at some point. I mean, they've been missing in action for weeks. Weeks upon end. We got to find them, see if they're interested in inking contracts, and then go from there. Stable to the table. F is for the fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. Is she going to spell it fuck? What does C and K stand for?
N is for no survivors when you...
N is for no survivors. Oh, she's going fun. All right.
But
we are ready to come back.
I don't have a lot of confidence in Bo Dallas. You know, I've never been impressed with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has a certain amount of talent. It's just hard to say, because I personally believe that they held him back while they were pushing his brother. Only because, obviously, Bray was amazing from the start, even back when he was Husky Harris in NXT. And people were enthralled by him. So when Bo Dallas... I don't think really anybody was all that behind his Bo Leave campaign either, you know what I mean? So that didn't help. He is good in the ring. He is good in the ring. I'll give him that. But he just, at least at the time, he sounded very awkward on the microphone. You know, he seemed comfortable on the mic. It's not like he didn't have any charisma or anything, but he was awkward kind of, and just, he was boring.
Believable to me.
Ah, he was not believable. Yes, that's what we're going with. But
you know, it just, you know, even the best ones can take a bad character and at least make it believable. You know, can go with it.
Right.
You know, like Tyrus. You know, with Funkasaurus.
Public Enemy is
ready. Exactly.
That was a punishment. But he took it to a whole level, you know.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know, even to a point, Perry Saturn with Moppy.
Oh my God, do you remember that?
It was terrible, but at the same time, Perry Saturn did it so well.
He did. He somehow made that work. Yep. No, he really did. He somehow made that work.
You know, but Bo Dallas just didn't seem to
F is for friends
want to make it work. You know,
together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere.
He was there. That was about what it seemed like. He was just, you know,
I don't disagree.
He was there. They gave me this, and this is what I have to do.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all.
I mean, even to a point, you can go back as far as like Kane with shit. What was his name?
Isaac Yankem. DDS.
Yeah, you know, terrible character.
He was also the fake Diesel, which was stupid.
Well,
you know
but
what
he
I mean?
was a terrible character. But
yeah, no, I agree.
Kane worked it. He made it work.
He did. All right, guys, while we continue this conversation, you can, of course, chime in at any time. Tell us if you agree with us or if you got your own perception of events. But next match of the evening, it is the beginning of the championship rounds, and it is Golden Baby, the team of Adam Cole and Kenny Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling, taking on Solo Sikoa and Big Bubba B from Team Soul Embers. They are the Samoan Coalition taking on Golden Baby for the Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Championship. The betting lines are open, so start making your bets. Put your mouths where your Archiver's bucks where your mouths are. I mean, you can put your mouths where the Archiver's bucks are if you want, but if you eat it, then you're just going to owe me money, and I'll have to take you to court, and you'll have to sell your home and your car and your wife just to afford the lawsuit. So you just want to take the easy route. Put your Archiver's bucks where your mouths are. That's much easier. But anyways, it is time to rock and roll. Get the show on the go. First match in the championship rounds. Golden Baby versus Samoan Coalition. Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Championships on the line. Let's go.
And not to mention, if you do want to eat the Archiverse bucks, well, it's much easier putting the bucks where your mouth is than putting your mouth where the bucks are.
That is true, yeah. That is definitely true.
Much less effort.
Definitely much less effort. Totally agree. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see. We never really got to see the full extent of what the Uncle Howdy character was going to do because of everything that transpired.
Yeah.
So, would I like to see Bray Wyatt continue to be honored? Yes.
Oh yeah.
But
as for a faction built around it,
yeah.
If it could get the right people.
But as far as the Firefly Funhouse itself, I don't know about that one. I can understand bringing the Wyatt 6 stable. Totally, I can get that. Are they going to change his name to Bo Wyatt?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but...
Yeah, I'm mixed, and I hope it works. I mean, on paper, it sounds like a great idea.
Well, I mean, but am I not wrong? Or am I not right, though? If you're going to have the Wyatt 6, then you at least need to have a Wyatt in there. So are they going to change Bo Dallas to Bo Wyatt, perhaps?
Well, it'd be Howdy Wyatt.
Fair. He's already part of it, yeah. You make a good point there. You make a good point. And I'm assuming that Uncle Howdy wouldn't have to do a whole lot of talking, so that would be right up Bo Dallas's
alley. At the same time, Howdy Wyatt just... I love that name so bad that
Uncle Howdy Wyatt. Yeah.
You know.
All right, so you guys got about 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to get your bets in. Right now, there's just about 1,500 Archiver's bucks on the line. Get your bets in. Let's go. Participate in the betting lines. Have some fun. Try to win some Archiver's bucks. You don't have to bet a lot, but just to put a small amount on there to try and get a slice of the pie.
I like pie.
Me too. I had some pumpkin earlier. Yes, I did. But yeah, so they plan on doing something. So here's something interesting, and I had no idea. Hopefully this changes. If not, he might be headed back to Impact Wrestling, perhaps AEW, you never know. But Bobby Roode is apparently no longer listed as active WWE superstar. I didn't know anything about it, but anyways. So this is by ringsidenews.com, and it's H. Jenkins that wrote the article. So it says, WWE superstars have a lot of attention on them when they're in the ring. It also raises attention whenever one of them disappears for an extended period of time. Now we have an update on Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's last WWE match was at a house show at the Amarillo Civic Center in Amarillo, Texas on June 25th, 2022. Omos beat him in that singles match, and fans haven't seen him wrestle since. He needed neck surgery, but he found a new place in WWE in the process. Ringside News reached out to inquire about Bobby Roode's current status. We have been able to confirm that he is a producer now, and he is no longer an active competitor. So only time will tell if Bobby Roode finds himself in an on-screen situation, much like Adam Pearce has as a producer for the company. After all, Bobby Roode has a ton of experience on screen. Right now, Roode is still is a producer for WWE, and all signs point to it staying that way. Bobby Roode's career in pro wrestling obviously didn't start in WWE. He competed for different companies and made a ton of fans along the way. While in TNA, he formed the tag team Beer Money, achieving championship success with partner James Storm. Roode also made a significant impact as a singles competitor, winning titles and bringing high-profile matches to the table. Bobby Roode's journey in WWE saw him excel on the NXT brand, where he became the NXT champion and played a crucial role in elevating the brand's reputation. Roode's glorious entrance theme and persona became meme-worthy, and he enjoyed every moment of that rise. His main roster call-up saw Bobby Roode eventually capture the United States title and both the Raw and SmackDown titles. He did a lot in his career, but it appears he found another place in the pro wrestling world. Ringside News will have complete coverage that includes any show including WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and of course update us if there's any further information or changes to do with Bobby Roode's contract. So it sounds like maybe that injury was maybe worse than we thought, and he can't wrestle anymore, or at least for the time being, and he's now a producer for WWE. I think that's pretty cool for Bobby Roode. At least he's still able to showcase his talents, but in a different way, you know what I mean? All right. Darth Glenola's in the house. Yeah, Darth Glenola. It's been a while, Darth. How you doing? What's new and exciting? Did you? You didn't kill Glenola, did you? Time to pay him. You didn't kill Glenola, did you?
No. So I figured it was about time for the Glenalians to play a visit to the Archiverse. So the Glenalians are friends.
Glenalians. They never come in peace, and they are never friendly. So it looks like Jade Cargill's WWE Fastlane appearance created a significant buzz. I mean, I knew it would. Jade Cargill's an amazing talent, so I'm not surprised there, really, for the most part. But here, it's another RingsideNews.com article by H. Jenkins. And again, it says Jade Cargill's WWE Fastlane appearance creates significant buzz internally. So Jade Cargill allowed her AEW contract to expire, even though Tony Khan was offering her more money to stay. The former TBS champion is now a WWE superstar, and although she hasn't even wrestled her first match for the company yet, a lot of people are taking notice of her. Ringside News exclusively reported WWE had the entire creative team pitching ideas for Jade Cargill. The wait to see her on WWE television ended as Cargill showed up during the Fastlane kickoff show. Ringside News reached out to a tenured member of the WWE team to gauge backstage reactions after Fastlane. We were told that a ton of people were talking about Jade Cargill backstage at the Premium Live event. We were told that there was a ton of buzz about how professional Jade Cargill was backstage, how impressive she is up close, how well she fit in, and how quickly she did that. There has been nothing but high praise for Jade Cargill so far, and it appears that she is fitting in just fine. Triple H also said in the media conference after WWE Fastlane that Jade Cargill is going to break WWE wide open. They're preparing her for big things, and it's anyone's guess how big her name will be in the company by this time next year. Now, I said it before, and I'll say it again, I believe she will get the Charlotte Flair treatment. As she should. Again, if you've never watched Jade Cargill in a match, just go on YouTube and find some highlights or find some matches from her in AEW. She's a phenomenal in-ring performer. She's great on the microphone. She's agile. She's athletic. She's in great shape. And she can really wrestle. So you're going to be very impressed with Jade Cargill. And she'll have many great matches with Asuka, with Bayley, with Charlotte, with Becky Lynch, you know, with Bianca Belair. So many great match opportunities for Jade Cargill. It's pretty exciting, actually. Pretty exciting. I'll catch up with Chad here real quick.
How's it going, boss?
Boss Apollo! What's going on, Boss Apollo? Leo the King tells us tonight, Boss Apollo, maybe you can clarify this, but apparently Leo the King tells us that the Public Enemy are ready to make a return soon. Looking to re-enter the tag team division, I understand. I mean, we could be wrong, but that's just what Leo the King told us. We don't, you know.
Do you think Jade is a better wrestler than Bianca?
Do I think Jade is a better wrestler than Bianca Belair? Yes, I do. Bianca Belair is very good, though.
Tagged into action.
I'm not saying she's not. I'm not taking anything away she's capable of doing. She's very entertaining, Bianca Belair. But Jade Cargill's a better wrestler.
Flipping the script on him there.
But I do believe those two will clash at some point. You know what they should do? They could put Jade and Bianca in a tag team. Now, there you go. Now, that would be a hell of a duo. That would be a hell of a duo.
Me too, I think Jade is
Jaded Belair. We'll call them Jaded Belair.
1003.
I think Jade is a better wrestler as well. But a match between them would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. But I think we could have Jaded Belair as a tag team there. That would be fun. That would be fun. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here. I must use the restroom. The bladder is screaming it must be bled. It's time to go touch myself, in layman's terms. But anyways, let's see here. What shall we do? Perhaps we say Team Glenola Johnny joke while I'm gone. Maybe he'll even give you a freebie. Who knows? I'll be right back.
You would.
I would. I did. I'll be right back. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the match. Enjoy the community. Enjoy the great Glenola. BRB.
Well, joke time on Archer. Okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead with a. Johnny and his little brother upstairs talking. You know what? I think it's time we start swearing. Yeah, so you go downstairs for breakfast. You say,
to see a complete list of champions.
You say damn, and I'll say fuck. You're younger, so you'll.
WCW
Goes downstairs. Somebody like, what do you want for breakfast? I mean, I'll damn well have cornflakes. Of course. What? Grab hold of Vince over and spanks his ass. Go back to your room. So Johnny kind of sees all this happen. He's starting to think for a second, so he gets downstairs and goes, what do you want for breakfast? Fucking well, don't damn well want any damn pancakes. I screwed it up, but yeah. The punchline was like, fucking well, don't want any damn cornflakes. That's what it was. My brain is not good. And Golden Bebe wins. Holy crap.
Here are your winners, and the new World Tag Team Champions, The Bar.
That's your winner, folks, outlasting all other superstars in this match.
Really putting the sports and sports entertainment. This is a duo that really practiced their teamwork.
Welcome back, Archer. No, I guess Archer ain't back yet.
Good band name.
That would be a pretty decent band name, wouldn't it, Froggy? Moonsault Knockout.
I need Archer to come back so I can say good night. Laugh, I'm going to pass out here shortly.
Welcome back, Archer.
I have returned, and what in the blue hell did I miss? What the fuck happened?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, hey, boss.
Hey, yo, Boss Apollo's on the broadcast booth. What's going on, boss? But Golden Baby, your new reigning, defending Wrestle Wars Chances World Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling. And, of course, to Kenny Jackson and Adam Cole. Big win over the Samoan Coalition and new Tag Team Champions. But what the fuck happened?
I think the Tag Team Champions were so disgusted at the thought of you touching yourself that they just gave up.
Joe Link had said that was a crazy end to that match. What happened? It went down to 1 versus 1 for the title, and Solo was knocked. Wow, really? Who knocked out Solo? What happened? Who knocked out Solo Sikoa? Was it Kenny or was it Adam Cole?
Kenny.
It was Kenny? Wow. Crazy. I mean, they must have just went balls to the walls for that match. That's nuts.
Did a Moonzo of the top.
All right, so I'll issue the payout for that. Sorry, boss, what were you going to say? Well, I'm going to issue the payout anyways. You may as well.
To knock him out.
No, I said, yeah, it's true. The Public Enemy is ready to come back.
Ready to come back and raid the tag team division.
Yep, I got everything in order now, so now I can pay more attention to everything else now. So.
All right, so there was There was 1,520 Archiverse bucks in the pool, and that is being distributed right now.
No good night, friends.
All right, here we go with the co-main event of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And this is, of course, a streamer team redeem. Joe Lincoln, the Phenom from Team Joe Link, challenging the reigning, defending, and seemingly unbeatable. At least since winning that title, he's already defended it 3 or 4 times. Mick Marvelous, a.k.a. Mick Marvel from Team Mick Marvel, putting his title on the line against the Phenom from Team Joe Link. What do you guys think? I'm going to open the betting line right now for this match.
Well,
I'm going for Joe Lincoln.
You're going for Joe Lincoln?
I haven't watched Mick Marvel wrestle before, so I'll go with Joe Lincoln.
Fair enough. All right. I mean, Mick Marvel's been absolutely dominant, but how far does that luck go with the deep talent pool in TWA? Joe Lincoln, they call him the Phenom for a reason. He's been a multiple-time champion, tag team champion. He's absolutely capable of winning this thing. The question is, will he? Can he?
Well, I know how tough Joe Lincoln. I know how tough his client is. So it's not gonna be an easy fight. Easy fight for Mick Marvel. But
and it's the best 2 out of 3 falls, not to mention.
Okay, well.
Which is even harder.
Joe Lincoln, I bet on your client.
Mick Marvel is the only person to.
All right, so I'm going to open the betting line right now while you guys are making your decisions.
Joe
There we go.
I bet it for your client,
Awesome Boss Apollo.
but I'm rooting for Mick Marvel.
But you're rooting for Mick. Here we go, the Boss Apollo betting line gig. So there you go. Betting lines are open. You guys can put your Archerverse bucks where your mouths are. Bet on the match. Participate in the betting lines. See if you can win a slice of the pie. They're ready to rock and roll. And here we go, folks. Co-main event of the evening for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship. The Phenom, Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link, taking on Mick Marvelous, a.k.a. Mick Marvel from Team Mick Marvel. Let's rock and roll. It is time to turn and burn for the co-main event of the evening.
Oh yeah, we talked about earlier. I can't wait to
the following contest is a
Jay
2 out of 3 falls
make a debut.
match. And is
No, me neither. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So far, 4,000 Archerverse. Oh my God, I'm having issues tonight. Firefly Flunhouse, I was saying earlier. And then I called Bray Wyatt Bryant. I called Brian Rose. I mean, it's been a great night. Welcome back. It's been a week. It's been a hectic week. It seems like it felt like it was longer than a week, even though it wasn't. But damn, it's good to be back live. I had the itch. And here we are. Episode number 521 live. Here on Twitch TV. Joe Link says, Mick Marvel is the only person to pin Archer since he has been the Legends champ. Yeah, that's true. Because Archer challenged him champion versus champion for the TV title and lost. So yeah, that's true. And Joe Link said, awesome Boss Apollo. Yeah, I said it right, okay. I mean, unless your stream element says Boss Apollo.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight. And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have...
You have to misspell it to get it to pronounce it right.
Man, yeah, Boss, I know you haven't been around. It's been kind of hit and miss because you're busy with life right now. But so Elijah Archer has now defeated, as of tonight, 23 straight Legends and has 22 straight title defenses.
Oh, hello. He beat 23 Legends?
23, so he beat Mr. Perfect, who at the time was seemingly unstoppable with the Legends title. And I think it was his third time being Legends champion, maybe second, I forget. But Archer beat him, and then went on to beat 22 other Legends for title defenses, including people like Damien, the Wolfman, Alan Severn, Bruno Sammartino, Jesse the Body Ventura, Macho Man Randy Savage, The Undertaker. He's had some challenges. Actually, The Undertaker arguably just about beat him.
Oh yeah. Oh no, man. I saw the last fight I saw with him when he fought Yokozuna. Yokozuna almost beat him.
That's another one that was close.
Yeah,
that was a nail biter.
We kept waiting for Archer's head to pop off.
I know.
Yeah.
Two standing bonsai drops on his chest.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a good fight. That was one hell of a fight right there.
Yeah, it was.
He almost lost that title, but somehow he.
If you're on Twitter, you can
made it and won.
There as well.
I bet it for that match too.
The champion has never looked more
that was a good match.
Right here, right now.
I bet for Yokozuna, but I was rooting for Elijah.
I think I remember that actually. I do remember that. And don't forget, if you guys are on Twitter, you can also follow the Archerverse there as well. Just click that link. If you're on Twitter, now known as X, I call it Twitter. I'm not changing the name to X. I do not care what it's called, it is Twitter.
Hold on, it's not called Twitter no more?
Oh no, after Elon Musk bought it, they changed the name to X.
I'd like to extend a very
wow, that's why I can't find it.
Yeah, probably.
No, you can still search for Twitter.
Yeah, you can for now, anyways.
Everybody out there. Even you, Corey.
You definitely can.
Everyone still calls it Twitter.
All right, here we go, guys. Co-main event of the evening. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship. Joe Lincoln, the Phenom, versus Marvelous Mick Marvel from Team Mick Marvel. I think everyone still calls it Twitter. Yeah, pretty much.
weighing in at 220
I mean, who wants to call it X? I mean, what is it? Is it from the X-Men? Does Professor X own Twitter? Like, who does Elon Musk think he is? At least he didn't change the name to the Musker.
You can see it in the eyes of each individual. Only razor sharp focus when this much.
Well, they could have called it Elon Twit. But anyways. Let's see, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else going on really intriguing and interesting in the dirt sheets. I don't really think there's too much more info circulating at the moment.
Big title match here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too much else. Looks like we might have covered all the dirt sheets for now. Boss, do you think CM Punk returns?
Tell you the truth, I don't want to see him return.
Tomorrow against Luchasaurus.
Adam Copeland debuts in AEW tomorrow night against Luchasaurus. Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully they do something interesting with that whole matchup and whatever segment he's involved with. Because I'll be honest, his debut was lackluster. I don't understand why they handled it the way they did. And they didn't put any stank behind the segment with Christian either. I mean, I thought Christian did a great job in that segment. It probably took a lot between both of them. They're longtime friends and been in the ring together many, many times for several different reasons. But for Christian to have to sit there with a straight face the entire time and then basically tell Edge to fuck himself, it was pretty cool. Like, it wasn't even cringy. It was well done. And I think that Christian Cage is currently having his best body of work ever, I think. I hope he has a long run with that TNT title, I really do. Eventually cash it in for a world title match. He is a great heel. Absolutely agree. It's most likely going to be him and Christian doing some stuff. You know, absolutely at some point. I think they'll probably have a feud first before they become tag team partners again, though. It would make sense. Just make sure you're not fatherless. Sorry, what? What did I miss? Just make sure you're not. Are you following that, Glenn? I've missed something, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, I know what he's talking about now. He's talking about part of Christian Cage's segment. Is that right, Joe? I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about, because I do recall something being said about him being a father now, etc.
That's Christian gimmick in that where he makes fun of
where he makes fun of fatherless. Yeah, okay.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Or although in Edge's case, wasn't he making fun of the fact that he wasn't being a good father, being in the ring still, or something like that? That's what I thought. Yeah.
He was.
But it was well done. He did a very, very good job for what Christian Cage is doing, and actually, I think one of the best storylines they got going in AEW. Period. On YouTube for episode number 33 TD Academy Live. It's going to be a great evening. We've already got some redemptions that are going to take place from streamer teams. And seeing how we're kicking off the road to the 3rd annual Halloween Havoc stream preview. Act. Evening of epic in-ring action, championship matches. And you never know what else is going to happen. When it comes to YTD Academy Live, you expect the unexpected every single time you turn the show on. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm personally excited. Oh, Glenola. Here's something we can discuss. Oni and I were discussing it earlier. Actually, you and I have discussed this before. And I think we were kind of on the same page. But I'll bring it up again, because I was going to discuss it with some other people in the throne room as well. Actually, a lot of them are here in the chat anyways. I was thinking that instead of having 12 stream previews per year, we have a big 4. Now, we still have to go back over the course of the last year or so and see what we thought was the better of our stream previews that we want to have as a mainstay, and that would have its 2nd annual stream preview next year. We have 3 that have stood the test of time. Bash at the Beach. We had the 3rd annual Bash at the Beach this year. We're just about to have the 3rd annual Halloween Havoc. And, of course, the 2nd week of December, we will have the 3rd annual TWA Slammiversary, which is, of course, the Archiverse Wrestling Alliance version of WrestleMania that once existed in a multiverse in a galaxy far, far away. But anyways, we need a 4th, and then in between, instead of having... So first of all, it gives people more time to have great stories to tell, more feuding and rivalries along the way, and it makes those 4 stream previews more prestigious. But in between, we could do things like tribute shows, whether it be to the troops, whether it be for Pride Month. We just had a Deaf and Mute Month awareness show. We're going to be having a Joe Link Appreciation Night coming up, but we could also run our Gold Rush tournaments. And actually, now that I think about it, it's actually been a hot moment since we've had a Gold Rush tournament, so we probably are due for one anyways. But I was thinking of doing that. I was thinking of dropping to 4 big stream previews, and then we have special events in between just to further storylines and feuds and rivalries, etc.
Yeah, I mean, we could do, I mean, that could work.
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Yeah, I don't know. Big 3 so far. I mean, that's pretty set. But what do we do for the?
I know. That's what I mean. We're gonna have to go back over the year because we had some fucking phenomenal shows for 2023. So we're gonna have to go back and look and see what we thought was maybe the best of those stream previews, and maybe add one, or we create a new one.
That's what I was just thinking. We could create a new one
and have it as a mainstay.
And this is just off the top of my head. Do the Hall of the Hall of Legends.
Oh, definitely. We're going to be doing that show.
And then have the next night or something like that, a stream preview where it's the Night of the Legends.
The Night of the Legends.
Yeah.
Just a night of all legends.
A legend. Yeah. Legends facing legends.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work. That's not a bad idea.
That's just the thought on top of my head.
Joe Link, what about you? What do you think of the idea of only having 4 big stream previews in a year? Wow, 2 straight falls over Joe Link, and ladies and gentlemen, he's done it again. Wow. The winner of the match, and still your TWA Wrestle Wars Genesis television champion from Team Mick Marvel. It is Marvelous Mick Marvel with the big W, and is still your reigning and defending and undisputed television champion. Wow. I thought for sure Joe Lincoln was taking that. He picked up the first fall, but then, I mean, Mick Marvel just seemed to wear the big man down and scored bang, bang, 2 quick falls. That was crazy. That was crazy. So congratulations to Team Mick Marvel, and of course, Marvelous Mick Marvel for once again retaining that television champion that he seems to hold so dearly. Fantastic. Wow. All right, so I'm going to issue the payout for that. At least I think I am. There we go. All right.
Even when I lose, I still win.
Even when you... Yeah, well, that's because you cheat. Because you cheat. Flat out cheat. All right, so the... it was 13,510 Archiverse bucks on the line. The winner was Mick Marvel. I am distributing all of that Archiverse bucks cash right now. All right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the main event of the evening. This is being held under Pure Championship rules. And again, if you're not familiar with Pure Championship rules, you can be disqualified. So you cannot use weapons, you cannot cheat. You can be counted out. You got to keep that action in the ring. And you have 10 minutes to attempt to dethrone the reigning defending champion. In this case, it is the debut of Matthew Ultraviolet from Team Infinite Oni, the husband of, I believe, January, is it not? Oni, are you still here? I believe it is the husband of January. I could be mistaken. But anyways, that's the rumor circulating. Matthew Ultraviolet from Team Infinite Oni challenging Reese, the Voice Williams, a multiple-time champion, tag team champion. He is an OG Archiverse 1.0 superstar that is still here, hanging with the Fam Jam, checking out our shows. And of course, he talks to me most often on Instagram. But he's put his title on the line, and he's already defended this title on 2 different occasions since winning it. He is a undisputed champion against Matthew Ultraviolet. Guys, what do you think of this main event of the evening?
I'll go on with Reese Williams.
You're going with Reese Williams?
My bet is for.
Now, are you at all familiar with Matthew Ultraviolet? So he was, of course, infamously in DWA. He has now signed a huge contract with TWA and is exclusive to TWA. And of course, his management team demanded that he be tossed into the main event scene immediately. So here we have it.
Yeah, this is my first time. This is my first time seeing him wrestle.
Okay, so he's of course a multiple-time champion from other promotions. DWA, one of the most recent promotions he wrestled for. And of course, we all know DWA. That is the Doghouse, led by Team Dogface, the OG invaders of the Archiverse. For those that don't know or don't remember, his promotion was the very first to ever invade TWA, and they didn't just invade, they cleaned house and started taking championships away from the TWA roster. It was a phenomenal scene. Absolutely chaotic, but it was fun to watch, though. It was a great invasion angle. All right, so is it going to be Matthew Ultraviolet or Reese the Voice Williams Glenola?
Oh, I'm going with Reese the Voice Williams.
You're going with Reese the Voice Williams, hands down?
Well, I'm with you on that one.
All right, so I'm going to go with Matthew Ultraviolet just because he was a key signing from the Archiverse management team. But I can understand why anybody would, of course, vote for Reese the Voice Williams. He's one of the best ever, multiple-time champion, tag team champion. Used to be part of the infamous Tons of Funk faction, which are now actually hailed under the banner of Phenomenal Soul. They joined forces with, of course, Jay Simmons, the Soul Man, and the Phenom Joe Lincoln. So they have a huge faction there and full of talent, not to mention. They got Cream Key Woods, they got Coach B, they've got Reese the Voice Williams. You got the Soul Man Jay Simmons and the Phenom Joe Lincoln all on one fucking team. That is kick-ass. Wait till they get kicked into higher gear. They're just getting started. All right, so the betting lines are now open. You guys can start your betting on this main event matchup right now. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, main event of the evening for episode number 521. It is Matthew Ultraviolet versus Reese the Voice Williams. World Championship on the line. Let's turn and burn, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So I think I'm gonna go with Matthew Ultraviolet just to say I did. Just to say I did. Hey, look, Mr. Pink Gaming is live. Can somebody jump over real quick and see how long he's been going for? He's at episode 90 for Proud Wrestling. So if he's not getting close to signing off for the evening and ending his show, we should invade Mr. Pink Gaming, I think. So yeah, if somebody can check that out quick for me. And then we can, show some support and show some love to Mr. Pink Gaming, who has, of course, joined our community. Mary Fuller and Mr. Pink, of course, signed and inked to contracts with TWA. It's the least we can do.
And Archer, we have just been graced by the Troll.
Graced by the Troll. Which one?
Says he's offline for me.
This time he was using the name Kyle Charles K.
Nice. And are we talking about the Troll, or are we talking about or are we talking about Woozy's Stalker?
Stalker.
Froggy Mothleg says he's offline for me.
Also, guys, I would say that competing on Christmas has to
let me see. I'll refresh the.
But I can tell you it's an absolute blast.
Yeah, I banned the asshole.
No, it says he's still live on my end. Mr. Pink Gaming.
Oh. Hold on, I'll
But anyways, make sure everybody sticks around for the invasion. It's always good to participate and show your support, and I would appreciate it, not to mention. And again, don't forget, tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Episode number 33, YTD Academy Live, Clash of the Titans. It's going to be a 9-match epic event card. We're going to see a Junior Legends Championship cashed in. We're going to see a Grand Prix Championship matchup, and God knows what else we're going to see. It is going to be a fire evening of in-ring action as usual. Episode number 33, and episode number 522 for TWA as a whole.
Christmas has to be a tremendous thrill. I can't speak for what it's like to be in the ring.
I looked at the wrong stream to see how long it's been.
I didn't search with
I looked at yours, I was about to say that's how long it's been live.
Okay, so Froggy forgot to search with enough underscores. That's why he couldn't find them.
Yeah. 2 hours, 48 minutes that he's been live.
Okay. So just keep your eye on that. This match is going to be at least 10 minutes because it's a pure championship rules matchup for the World Championship.
Introducing the challenger.
Well, I'm not even fully loading in right now. It's
weighing in at 265 pounds.
Or if somebody wants to jump on over real quick and come back, just to tell them you're pretty sure that the TAV community is going to be stopping by for a visit. Perhaps he'll make sure he's still alive.
He is the World Wrestling Champion.
And I think he's on his last match of his card for
Williams.
Oh, he's on the last match of his card?
This is a highly coveted title.
Been going almost 3 hours.
Been going for almost 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
There's let's see.
Dave Demented is also...
There's a great channel playing UK23 with 11 viewers. You know, they're pretty decent.
Who's this?
I don't know, some guy, the Archerverse, I don't know.
The Archer, yeah, we'll just invade the Archerverse. I do see my buddy Dave Demented is also live, and he's playing Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah. That could be fun.
I believe he does it online. I think he's playing online.
I think he is, yeah. Yeah, so maybe we'll just go see Dave Demented. If Mr. Pink Gaming is nearing the end of his nearing the end of his show.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
But anyways, alright. But again, make sure everybody sticks around for the invasion. Do not leave. Before we invade, we will find out who you are and ban you for life. That's what we do. Alright. So yeah, nothing really else going on in the dirt sheets. So I think we've covered that for the evening.
He's one step ahead there.
So I came across a list, and we're not going to read the article pertaining to, but we could another time, just not this evening. But I did come across a list of the 10 longest reigning WWE champions of all time. And man, there's some pretty high numbers in here. So we're going to start at the bottom. Number 10 belongs to AJ Styles at 371 days. Number 9 is Randy Macho Man Savage, who's actually tied with AJ Styles, also at 371 days.
He's certainly looking in command at the moment.
John Cena sitting at number 8, 380 days. CM Punk sitting at number 7 at 434 days. Brock Lesnar, 504 days. Roman Reigns 796 plus days. That's with the WWE Championship, right? He's held the Universal and the WWE Championship. Pedro Morales, 1,027 days. Now, just with the Universal Champion, he's already surpassed Pedro Morales. He'd be working on Hulk Hogan right about now, I believe. And speaking of, Hulk Hogan is number 3 with 1,474 days. Bob Backlund is number 2, 2,135 days. And number 1 on the list, Bruno Sammartino, that lost to the one Elijah Archer earlier this evening as he challenged for Archer's Legends Championship. He was WWE Champion for 2,803 days. That is a long-ass time. Long-ass time. I mean, if you look how long Roman Reigns has been champion, it's been over 3 years. That means Bruno Sammartino would have been champion for around 6 years, 7 years maybe. Now, to be fair, they didn't wrestle as often back then. And sometimes, when you saw the champion wrestling, it was non-title. So it was a little easier to hold on to a title back then. I mean, in certain ways. You had to be able to draw and work the territories, etc. But once you had the title, it was a little bit easier to retain it because you weren't defending it near as often as what they do today. I mean, unless you're Roman Reigns, and he never defends, but you know what I mean. So 1 minute 20 seconds left on the betting lines, guys, if you guys want to make a bet on the matchup. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, he beat the clock by a long shot. That is it. That is all. The winner of the match and a new Wrestle Wars Genesis World Champion from Team Infinite Oni, Matthew Ultraviolet, your new World Champion. Congratulations to Team Infinite Oni and to Matthew Ultraviolet. What a win. Big matchup for Matthew Ultraviolet. Wow, what do you think of that? I did not think, first of all, it was a pure championship rules matchup. I thought it would get closer to the 10-minute mark at least.
Dang, that was quick.
That was quick.
Hey, y'all smart. Y'all go bet real quick.
Right? That was crazy. Wow. So I'll issue the payout for that. It looks like... Oh, wait. Is Mr. Pink still streaming or no?
I show him still live under, or you can look to see what channels you follow.
22,000. Oh wait a minute, 228,210 Archerverse bucks were on the line. Y'all fuckers wish you had a bet now, don't you?
I bet at 33 seconds.
All right. Here we go, issuing the payout. It is done.
The new jackpot number for a chance.
Wow, 200. That's the biggest jackpot I've ever seen in the history of the Archerverse. 228,210 Archerverse bucks were on the line. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I gained 2,000, I'd say about 1,500 on that.
I bet I gained 5,000.
All right.
Well, when you bet 220 plus thousand.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is
you don't get a lot.
That is all for episode number 521 here at TWA. It is time to invade. Again, we'll see each other tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube for episode number 33 of YTD Academy Live. Clash of the Titans. It's going to be an entertaining evening. We're going to continue kicking off the road to the 3rd annual Halloween Havoc Show. Championship matches, junior championship matches, rivalries and feuds. It's going to be a great evening. If you're not already in on this raid, make sure you jump in. Join us. Don't be sitting on the sidelines and riding the pine. We will ban you. But anyways, we'll see each other tomorrow night. What a great night, great return. It's been a week since we've done our last show. And it was a great way to kick off the road to Halloween Havoc. And, of course, our second of 2 Fallout shows. So, great evening, great matches, great people to have great discussions with. It's that time of the day. You don't have to go home. You do, however, have to get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.